Hello and welcome to our 14th episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves Campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, excited to see what our brave adventurers do tonight. So, thank you. Last time, amongst all the blood and gore you found yourselves surrounded by, Fenris was suddenly overcome by the will of her patron. The rest of you were helpless as she burst into starlight and turned her sights upon Al. You all banded together, and with some clever thinking and lucky rolls, you managed to restrain Fenris in place while her patron raged on within her. In an attempt to darken the supernova before you all, Caché wrapped her in her darkness, but was blinded in the process. To all of your surprise, however, the darkness remained, fueled by a different member of the party in the room. This gave Fenris time to reason with her patron, whose fury slowly subsided, returning Fenris to normal, if a bit shaken. Deciding to put a pin in all of that, you gathered together near one of the conveyor belts, and Al quickly transformed into a gaseous form and plunged down the narrow conveyor belt in search of Humphrey, who he did find, though not in the best predicament. Hidden deep below the West Repair Yard, dangling just above the furnace, Al saw a strange, unmoving construct, which could only be described as unnerving. Managing to find Humphrey's whereabouts, but he could not free him, he returned to you all, and you discussed your next steps, coming to the conclusion that the construct could very well be one of the 7 lost Envoy classes. With Gizmo's insistence, you all decided that going down into the furnace was really the only option forward. And so, we fade back in, as the entire party has decided to climb down the conveyor belt and step one by one into the furnace space. So, I will get you all onto the map. You all find yourselves in a very large, open cavern with a massive furnace spitting blue flames from a jagged maw. The air is thick and humid. This space, it could be from the fire, but for those of you who have the ability to smell, feel your stomachs turn as the smell of rot and death turn your senses. You can make out the discarded pile of clockforges, blood littering the floor and ground around you. As you all kind of move into this space, you do see, hanging about 60 feet in the air, a figure wrapped up in some of the cabling and wires seem to writhe to life. You see the bright blue eyes light up on the face, and you hear the sound of the piece of paper coming to life. The last things you all heard was this individual speaking out to you. How wonderful. You've come to me willingly. Now you too can join the machine. You all have but seconds to act. What would you like to do?
Cover. Caché runs for cover.
You run for cover.
Also good to get into cover and cast Detect Magic.
I am going to cast Vortex Warp on Humphrey.
Okay. What's the distance on that?
I mean, I can cast it anywhere up to 150 feet. How far is he?
Let's have a look. Okay. Looks like he's 70 feet away from you.
Then I'll cast it at second level, and teleport him to me.
Okay. Let me see here. Does that need to be a target you can see?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I not see him?
Just check the wording on that spell real fast. Vortex. When another creature, you can see the ranged target must succeed. Constitution save. Choose to fail. Okay, interesting. Chosen space must be a surface away from the source. Okay, so this is a really well way to just throw this at me right here in the beginning to make this choice. So it's a really odd situation because I want to honor the spell. However, Humphrey is currently very much restrained by magical things. So what I want to possibly do is have you roll a contested kind of like spell casting check.
Yes. Sure.
So using your intelligence, basically, it's kind of like almost like an attack modifier, basically, your spell attack modifier.
Am I rolling so a spell attack modifier?
So roll a d20 and then add your spell attack modifier, and I'm going to roll the same against this.
Not your strength modifier?
No, it's not.
I'm honoring the fact that he is a wizard, like.
How do I check my spell? Okay, fine. Okay, cool. Come on. I'm going to use a luck point to roll that again.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if I can manipulate space and time, I will do it to save Humphrey. That's better. It's a 21.
Did everybody just hear that? Just on the recording there, it is sealed in forever now. Okay, let me grab person's spell attack modifier. Okay. You rolled a 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You reach your hand out and cast Vortex Warp, thinking and remembering exactly where you saw him entwined in that ivy, entwined in those vines. And while you reach out for him again, you don't feel that pulse, that small little hum of his Ethereum core. And for a moment, it feels as if you can't quite get him through. And then suddenly, he appears right in front of you. I need you all to roll initiative. Because that triggered that.
Interesting. Great.
I mean, we could just leave now, right? Go we want.
No.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Dear God.
20.
Okay, so
Alright.
if you don't mind, don't type it into the chat there, only because it'll bring it will zoom in for the recording. So Caché, let me just update. You got a 21?
20.
20. Okay, Fenris?
18.
18. Gizmo?
8.
Gizmo.
Nice.
You always
Every time.
Rod.
Every single time.
You rolled so badly with the initiative.
So
Good God.
badly.
Oh, I feel their pain. Like, the last Star Wars game, I was running really bad for initiative as well. There's always last.
Try my entire life.
Yeah.
He's just cursed with it. Every character he plays. Revenant?
I got a nat 20
Yup.
plus
Hey.
5. So.
Plus 5, so 25.
Speedy Gonzalez here.
Yeah.
So, Chris, maybe we should get you to play a Gloomstalker with the alert feat.
I would still roll low. I would still find a way.
But then you can roll minimum 11.
And I would
Roll 11 every time.
consistently.
You take 2 levels in Barbarian so you can get that advantage on initiative rolls.
Al,
Still
what'd you
11.
17.
17. Wow. Okay. Some nice rolls. All right. Okay. So you can all see the map. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Okay. So, as you all kind of take that quiet moment after this construct has spoken to all of you, you watch Al reach his hand out, and after just a moment of just held breath amongst you all, you watch the lifeless form of Humphrey in front of him. You see that part of his chest chassis has been almost ripped open by what looks like pincers almost. It's kind of a pulled back part of the metal, and he just kind of clunks to the ground, not moving, and no seeming bits of life. So we come to Revenant, top of the round.
Awesome. So I am going to move. Here.
Okay.
And I am going to go into my adventurous pack, and I gotta pull out a bag of ball bearings. And I gotta throw them on the ground, right underneath the
Best
peacekeeper.
Amazing.
Yep.
So you're gonna dump
And-
all of them?
All 1,000 of them, yeah.
All one.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so you run up. As you're running, you take out the adventure pack, you grab all the ball bearings, you just huck them onto like a bunch of marbles all over the ground in front. That is perfect.
And then I am gonna run back down here
Okay, how much feet of
and
movement
hide
do you
behind
have?
Fenris. 40.
40. Okay.
So I'll move up and then dash for my bonus action.
So I'll say kind of that area is now difficult terrain for these individuals. Perfect. Okay, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, just use my dash to get back behind Fenris and hide
Okay,
behind her.
brilliant.
I'll
Okay.
give you some cover. Mhm.
All right. So it comes to the puppet master, who, seeing all this happen, watching Humphrey get vortex warped over ahead, watching Revenant run out and throw a bunch of ball bearings at the giant peacekeeper and then run away, you watch as this individual is still kind of hanging and slowly begins to lower itself down about 30 feet. Change that to 30. Not 3, 30. And as he's still kind of hanging, you can see all the cables and wires kind of holding him in place as he's just kind of standing and sitting, like, you know, hanging there suspended. And you hear, "You are all just parts, forced into a cage of blood and bone. Let me free you." And you watch as moves his hands forward and unleashes a barrage of electrical strikes out.
Is it a spell?
It is not. You can almost see Al, with your high intelligence and your passive perception. Yes, with your passive perception, you actually see it seem to come from his core, boiling out over, and then extends down his arms and then out, almost as if he is controlling the electrical currents within himself. So, he is going to send 2 arcs of lightning. Alright, so I need Gizmo and Caché. I need you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Do I get advantage because I'm in cover?
Is that how cover works? I thought
I
cover
have
just
no,
helps
I
your
have no
AC.
idea. I have no idea. That's what I was asking.
I think half cover adds a +2 to your dex save, like, and 3/4 cover adds a +5. It's basically how it adds to your
Okay.
AC, but your dex. I think that's the rule.
Okay,
I
we'll
don't
go
know.
with that. That sounds about right, because you are behind
I'll-
something.
I'll
So
look
yeah,
at-
add a +2 To your...
So I'm half cover then, is what I'm under.
So I'd say you're half cover at the moment, yeah.
Okay. That is a 26.
Okay, 26, very good. Gizmo?
Natural 1.
Oh!
Ooh.
No.
Oh no! Okay.
Oh no. Anyway.
Alright, so...
Anyway.
Gizmo,
Yeah.
you almost can't react fast enough as you look up in awe of this creature. Seeing the way it's built, the way it's structured, takes your breath away for a moment. And you see then the arc slash through Caché and up to you, and you feel all of your circuits just start to uncontrollably give in to this electricity. You take 21 points of lightning damage. Caché, you take half that.
Inside, just whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm going to use my reaction to roll a d8 to take some of that off myself.
Okay, okay. That's the first strike. The second arc comes straight this way. So I need Fenris, Revenant, and Dixon to make dexterity saving throws. Yikes, Dixon.
Dexterity saves. Okay.
18.
18, okay.
Dex save. 17.
Oof.
Actual 15.
Both of you just pass, taking half of 21 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so that's 10 damage.
10 damage. Dixon takes 21. Hello. Where am I? I need a calculator in this room. 34. Oh gosh. I do apologize. Chrissy sent me a message there.
Just letting you know, it is the rule on the dex saves.
Correct on the bonus. Oh, cool, you are. Oh, I trusted you, but thank you for looking.
I didn't trust me.
All right, well, thank you very much for looking. So that is the Puppet Master's go. He will hang there, 30 feet suspended above the ground. His hand, the palms of his hands still kind of. So that is his go. We come to Caché.
Okay. Caché will instantly turn to everyone and be like, spread out! And then move this way.
Okay.
Staying undercover the entire time.
Kind of like crouched down. Okay.
Yeah. Will grab out the horn of command and blow and use 2 charges and blow out a ringing horn sound and give everyone advantage on their attack rolls and saving throws until my next turn.
Very good. So, mark off the 2 uses on that.
Yes.
So you all hear the commanding horns coming from Caché and feel empowered.
Then I will, has the Peacekeeper come to life?
It is currently alive, yes.
In that case, I'm going to try and burst its casing for its Imperium core. I'm going to take 2 shots at it.
Okay, take 2 shots.
Okay, advantage. Oh, natural orca.
Natural orca. Very good.
Yeah, so it's a 27.
That hits.
And that will be Plus 8 is doubled. Plus 4 is... So 8 doubled is 16, plus 4 is 20.
20. Okay. And I do believe, if I looked at your character sheet correctly, your bullets are not magical, correct?
They are not.
Okay. So, perfect.
And then second shot.
Music is very loud. Jesus. Sorry, guys.
That is 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Perfect. Lovely. You do exactly that. You almost kind of level it on the conveyor belt in front of you, and as you go kind of focus in on the shot, you actually notice that there's just like a half cut open person next to you, and you're just like, oh god, and you just like take the shot anyway. And it's, you watch as the bullets hit the peacekeeper and seem to bounce off almost. It is seeming to take damage, but not as much as you were hoping.
Okay. Not a usual peacekeeper, so. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Movement, bonus action.
Perfect. At the end of your turn, the Puppet Master moves again. With his legendary action, we'll go,
Oh no.
give yourself over. Join the machine. And you watch him as he snaps his fingers, and the 3 conveyor belts behind all of you whirl to life, pouring down more and more bits and pieces from above, and just continuously moving downward, making escape quite difficult. All 3 exits are now blocked off. That is his turn. It comes to Fenris.
Okay. So, I have a crazy idea I want to try.
Oh, I love it. Hit me with it.
I am going to use my bonus action to cast Ghostly Gaze.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up. I'm just going to slide under the conveyor belt if I can.
Okay.
Just forward about 20 feet.
Okay.
I'll try and get some cover by the scrap.
Okay.
But with the... Actually, before the Ghostly Gaze, I just want to have a quick look with Detect Magic, since we should have been
Okay.
still up. Before I do the Ghostly Gaze, can I see any strings from the Puppet Master to the Peacekeeper? Like I had seen with the workers.
Weirdly enough, no.
Okay,
Not to the Peacekeeper.
not to the Peacekeeper. Can I see any other strings from the Puppet Master going anywhere?
You can see strings, those kind of weird, almost like a arcane looking tethers, but they seem to be coming from his core. Why is this so loud? It seems to be coming from his core and going outward, but seem to vanish almost. Like it's hard, it's very, very hard to see. They're so thin,
Okay.
like a fishing line.
Okay, it's gonna complicate my plan a little bit. But it's probably gonna be harder to do this then. I'm still gonna try. Then gonna use my Ghostly Gaze and look inside the Peacekeeper.
Okay.
If I can see where the Ethereal core is.
Okay. With the Ghostly Gaze, you can see through walls
Solid
and
solid objects.
So you focus in on this Peacekeeper, looking for that Ethereum core, and what you see instead is a circular, almost egg shape that
Okay.
seems to be encompassing something. But unfortunately, your Ghostly Gaze cannot penetrate whatever is inside.
Inside. Okay.
But you can see kind of the where it's located. It's pretty centralized in the construct.
So I can see it's not an Ethereum core.
it's hard for you to tell. You don't have as much experience with these kinds of things. So in your effort to look for the Ethereum core, at the very moment you do not see what you recognize as the Ethereum core.
Okay.
In the Peacekeeper. That's
In the Peacekeeper, yeah.
That's what you're looking at, yeah.
Can I see anything through the Puppet Master?
I'd say that's kind of the use. You're
Okay.
pushing it a little bit on your bonus action.
Okay. Right. Complicates the plan a little bit. So I will shout back to everyone saying there's no core. Okay, so what I wanted to do was all of the threads that are coming from the Puppet Master, if there's a way to target them with my own magic and try and reverse it so that things are going against him rather than him controlling. I'm trying to turn the Peacekeeper against him, but if that's not going to work, I could try something else.
What would you have tried to use to turn them against the what spell and what?
Well, I was trying to see if I could do a combination of like dispel magic and counter spell. Reaction, reaction. To try and turn the Peacekeeper against the Puppet Master.
Okay, I see where you're trying to go. That's not really how those spells work, though.
I know, that's what I was just
I'm not
testing.
trying to be a stickler or anything. I like the idea, but it'd be more trying to charm them or dominate them kind of thing. That would be more what you're kind of looking for, I think.
I was trying to break the threads, but
if that's something, if you want to try to break the threads, I'll let you try to definitely try to break them.
So if I can break the threads coming from the Puppet Master?
You can try to target one.
Okay. If there's so many, I'm probably not really gonna be able to try one if I can't even see them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Then when I get up close, what's the range on that? 30-foot cone. Yeah, I got all of them. I am going to do a 30-foot cone of psionic blast instead.
Okay. Very good.
So that's all there. That's
I do believe this guy here, he's 30 feet up in the air, though.
Yeah, but it's a 30-foot cone, so I'm aiming it at him.
Perfect, yep, yeah.
Yeah, so Sonic Blast, that's a dexterity save.
Okay, he's going to make that disadvantage because of the ball bearings. No. No. Peacekeeper fails. Puppet Master is going to succeed.
Okay,
So
did he
go ahead,
roll
roll
or
your
did he
damage.
use it? Did he roll or did he use some legendary resistance or what?
He used a resistance.
Okay, I'll burn through them.
One down.
Two, where's my other DA gun?
Oh, actually, a little bit of straight roll. But no, it's fine. He rolled really low anyway, so. I say he. I should say they. It's a construct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's roll. Will be a little bit.
Just music at the moment. I forget people can't see our faces.
Right, ugh. Okay, so that's 38 force damage, halved to 19 if he saved. And the Peacemaker then, if it's failed to save, is pushed back 20 feet and knocked prone.
Okay, and what is the size on that though?
Let me double check.
This is considered
It just says a target takes force damage, pushed 20 feet away, and knocked prone. There's no size on it.
Alright. Fair enough. I will allow it then. He can't go 20 feet because he's right up against the furnace.
He'll just smash into the furnace then.
So he'll smash into the furnace here and kind of drop down onto parts of what you assume to be knee joints. This thing is so massive. Since it's hitting the back of the furnace, it's going to fall forward instead.
Does furnace do any extra damage?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Because it literally didn't even go that far. It didn't even move 5 feet before it was up against the furnace. So it's right up in that area. So
38 force and 19 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, and I will. Where's my thing? 5, 10. I'm gonna slide over here. It's just 10 feet. Try and get some cover. Oops, it's too much.
Okay.
Just get some cover.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'll stay out in the front.
That is no problem.
That's my turn.
Comes the hell.
Me? Lovely. Okay. I will. The door behind me is closed.
It's not so much closed because they can't really be closed, but what you are noticing is that the conveyor belt is moving. So you guys climbed down the conveyor belt. It is now moving downwards. So it'd be like going up an elevator. You know what I mean?
Right, yes. Like okay.
Like a moving elevator, yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to glance around, see if there's any mechanism I can use to deactivate the conveyor belts?
You can. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Very nice. Very, very nice. What you do see is this hunk of a generator seems to be what used to be powering these conveyor belts. It looks like it's been left behind, if that means anything. Like it's been kind of used and maybe parts and bits have been taken off of it to be used for other things. It's looks like that could be the thing that could basically control these conveyor belts, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be the thing that's giving it power. But it does look like, very much with that natural 20, definitely looks like it could be used and fixed somehow.
So what I'll do then is, as I'm looking around, I'll look over at Caché, and just as I'm looking at her, kind of focus in, looking flashes of her past, glimpses of combat and of like fast gunmanship. See, like pull out my book, my grimoire, flick through, let's see if I can condense that a bit, some potential. And I'm going to cast haste on her.
Very good. Caché, you feel Al's presence with you, and you feel empowered.
And a little bit drunk.
And a little bit drunk. A little bit reckless. That's how you feel.
Intended. I knew you'd like that. I gave that little touch of rum.
You do feel a little bit calmer with the presence of your companions around you, though. A little bit more focused.
Then if I could then just use my movement to try and drag myself and Humphrey off of the conveyor belt.
You can indeed. Yeah.
Thanks.
Easily done. I won't even make you roll for it. You can drag them off.
Lovely. I think that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the puppet master will move again within these wires, and you can see him kind of twisting his head, and you can see kind of different lights lighting up around the space as if it's connected, all connected to him. And he goes, perhaps my friends can help you see the way. And you watch as he flicks his fingers, and Fenris, with your ghostly gaze and all of the energy from your own patron, you see his fingers kind of move, and the tethers, the strings kind of move away from him, and two individuals here kind of move and writhe to life. You can see that they are similar to the workers you fought before, but heavily armored. Way more so than the other ones before. These have been drastically upgraded, is the best way I can describe them. What you see are half mortal, half clockforge monstrosities. And they come to life at his command. Okay. It comes to the Peacekeeper. He's gonna have to make a roll. See how far he can. He's gonna get up first of all. Yeah. And he is gonna move the remainder. Let's see here. Actually, where are you, Fenris? Huh. Brilliant. Okay. You see the Peacekeeper slowly get up. You can see the mechanisms kind of a bit as it's trying to kind of maneuver its way with all the frickin' ball bearings on the ground. It's like, have you ever seen one of the like robots that are like with the, trying to walk with all the balls around, and it's like, woo! Yeah, that's kind of what you're seeing at the moment as it's trying to kind of work its way up, and it's suddenly slams the head of its Gatling gun in the ground and just forces itself up, and kind of, and you watch as it kind of plants itself down, looks in the direction of Fenris, and you watch as the bits of light up on the back, and these kind of blasts of fire come radiating out as it launches itself 20 feet in its charged impact. Okay, yeah, fine, I'll roll for it then. It's not gonna be that. It does a 19 hit.
Do I have any cover here?
You would, if the thing didn't do so much damage to objects as well.
Okay, so no cover.
Siege monster.
Then a 19 does hit.
Okay. That is... Okay. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Cool.
And 11 points of lightning damage as this thing launches itself into the space and hits you. That's almost like it lifts its gun up and slams into the front of you, and you're pushed back up into the conveyor belt, and everything smashes and goes kind of flying around you. All of you see this too as Fenris takes this impact. And that is that done. I need to make sure he needs to recharge that now. So this is charge impact. That is all it can do on its turn. So it'll just kind of square up against you, Fenris, and you can feel the heat off of this thing. It takes a lot of power to make this thing move the way it does, and it just used a tremendous amount to launch itself towards you, but it is currently just up against you. You can actually see this close, the Gatling gun in one hand, and just a kind of scissor-like pincer claw in the other. That is what you see up close to you. So,
Okay.
Peacekeeper is done. We come to Dixon, who, let's see here. He's gonna run straight up, come up to the conveyor belt, and take 2 shots. All right, both hit. That's great. Let's do. All right. So as he runs up to you, near you, Caché, and you're feeling empowered by Al, you watch as Dixon kind of slides in, takes out his gun, and he just pop, pop, right? Kind of similar to you, but you actually notice that his bullets dig into the Peacekeeper, and then you see acid begin to kind of come up from the Peacekeeper. And as his bonus action, he's going to look over at you, and he's going to toss you something.
Ooh, I catch it.
Go. No need to. You're close enough, and you're empowered. He gives you 5 acid bullets, so you can add a d6 of acid damage to what you roll.
Awesome.
You need to load them in though, so keep that in mind.
Didn't Revenant give you some magic bullets at one stage?
Yes, but they are for paralyzing.
Yeah, that's the only
Ah,
problem.
right.
Okay. So that is an 8. Lovely. All right, that is Dixon's go. It comes to the last legendary action as the individual continues to just stand there, or hang there, not too bothered by any of you being there. And he kind of twitches his other hand, and you see 2 more individuals kind of writhe to life to come join this fight. And the puppet master just continues to hang quietly, watching you all. Gizmo.
Right, well, I just got zapped with a lot of lightning, so I am internally flicking switches and looking to redirect the lightning down in towards the gears in my legs and power expeditious retreat with my bonus action.
Very good.
I'll mark that off.
Mark that off.
Okay, so I have 70 feet of movement now.
Fantastic.
Where do I want to go? Everywhere is bad.
Everything is awful.
Everything is awful. I'm gonna go. What can I see? What's off to the left here at all?
I'd say from your angle.
I'll
Go
even
ahead and
mo-
make me a perception check.
I'll move up if it helps as well.
Okay, you want me to make it with advantage.
Okay. I'll move up. So. Oh. Perception. 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
From the kind of, as you're kind of moving forward after just watching like all of this transpire in front of you, you kind of glance inside and you can see very, very vaguely cages, it looks like, kind of like holding cells. And one in particular that you can just barely make out seems to be a humanoid, kind of smaller in stature and size, bright red hair, hanging upside down, currently kind of trying to like finagle some of the stuff that's holding him upside down. That's what you can see inside.
Okay. I will then start making my way in that
Making my way.
direction. So I think I moved, was it 15 feet? So I still have 55 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll run all the way in there.
Amazing.
Actually,
Perfect.
as I'm going, I'd like to use my action to kind of turn around and do 2 lightning blasts at the peacekeeper.
Perfect. Perfect. Go right ahead.
First
Lightning
one.
blast.
I can't remember what it's called exactly. Action today. Lightning launcher. So that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. And that's 8 points of lightning damage.
Very good.
And I will choose to do an extra 6 points of damage on that one because I can do that once per turn.
Okay.
So I'll do another
And
3
is
on top of
that
that.
also lightning damage?
That's lightning as well.
Okay.
And one more attack. That's only a 16 to hit.
16 doesn't hit, unfortunately. However, you do notice that the peacekeeper currently focused on Fenris gets hit with the lightning, and you watch it immediately get absorbed into it, and it slowly kind of looks over at you in your direction. As you remember, yeah, as you remember from when you were here last studying the peacekeepers, that particular metal they are made out of is a conductor
The Revenant.
that would Revenant steel.
Damn it!
Which you now have.
Yeah, I know. I was even looking at it in my inventory. I was trying to think, is there something I could do with it? And I completely forgot that that's what they were made of.
Yep.
Okay, well that it looked cool though.
It looked very cool.
So I'm next to the room with the kid hanging upside down. Is it?
Yep. So as you kind of you shoot that off and you watch it just absorb into the construct, you're like, yeek! Keep running through and kind of slide into the space. You see that there are quite a few cages. One has a halfling, kind of younger man, kind of hanging upside down with the bright red hair, who's currently like trying to shake his feet free. You can see 4 other individuals in this room as well, at different stages of the change that you've seen. So body parts have been replaced with clockwork. Some of them are unresponsive but breathing. Some are kind of like laying quietly, not even really looking at you, but kind of like twitching here and there as they're being whatever is transpiring happening. The only one who doesn't seem to be currently affected is that halfling, who's just like, oh, for fuck, trying to free his feet.
Well, I use my action, so I don't think there's anything I can do there. But yeah.
It's also really strange. As you look around and you look behind you, you just see a large mirror kind of glowing slightly behind you.
Ooh. Okay, I'm glancing between the halfling and the mirror.
Okay.
That's where I have my turn.
Okay, perfect. All right. Top of the round, Revenant.
From what we know of peacekeepers, can I see any kind of a exhaust port or any kind of exterior orifice that leads inside?
Definitely, yeah. I'd say you saw a pretty good exhaust pipe there when it slammed into Fenris. There seems to be 3 of them on the back of this thing.
Awesome. I will move to here behind it, and I would like to
Trip on your own ball
dip
bearings.
into my.
Are you throwing ball bearings into it?
No, I gotta dip into my adventurers pack, and I gotta pull out my flask full of oil.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
pour it down. The exhaust
All right.
port.
So hang on. How much feet of movement have you moved?
40.
40. So
Yeah.
this thing is about just to give you an idea, it is about 16 feet high, and these exhaust ports are kind of on the shoulder part of it. So do you want to rejig your
I was
movement?
to move to here, which is 30, and then climb up on top of them.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will need an acrobatics check to climb up this thing because it is still moving and.
That is a dirty 20.
brilliant, easily done. You use the movement of this peacekeeper to kind of scurry your way up. All of you watch as it all the way up, and you get up. You see the 3 exhaust ports that are still kind of slightly like smoking from the charge that it recently did.
Okay. So I pour the flask of oil,
Okay.
which I'm gonna do as a bonus action because it's just pouring a flask.
I mean, yeah, I'd say it's a yeah.
Okay, cool. And then for my action, then I'm gonna pull out the pistol and I'm gonna shoot down the exhaust port.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Right ahead.
Does a 18 hit?
You have advantage, by the way.
Oh,
You do have advantage, yes. So go ahead and roll again.
okay. So does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Just make sure you're not adding your proficiency bonus because the gun you're not proficient with.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they're all there. So that is 8 damage, and because Fenris is right beside them, I will roll my sneak attack damage as well.
Roll your sneak
Mhm.
attack. Yep. 8 damage, you said.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not really beside it. I'm currently being crushed by it.
Yeah. Well.
And 13 sneak attack damage. You're within 5 feet of it, Fenris. Yeah, it's no matter what your position is.
I think I'm within 0 feet. It's crushing with.
No, you're under its feet.
Okay. Perfect. So you do that. Anything else?
You got sneak attack damage there, yeah.
I do indeed.
And does the sparks from the ball and the oil do anything?
So, potentially, yes. We gotta just wait for a moment because it's technically the way the gun is formed. It doesn't really give off a spark, but that did something that's gonna potentially have an effect here.
I'm more thinking of I'm assuming the metal ball bearing that I have fired inside this metal construct is going to create a spark.
There's definitely something. Yes.
Okay.
It's just yeah. We'll let it go to its turn for a moment because.
Okay, well I suppose I'll end my turn on top of this peacekeeper.
On top of the peacekeeper.
Yeah,
Amazing.
because I can't do anything else. So.
Amazing. All right. So you are currently standing on top of peacekeeper. All right. It comes to the puppet master's turn. Let's see.
He
Here.
decides to go to sleep.
Oh, I'm done now. No, that is not at all what it's gonna do. It. We currently only see Revenant. And Caché. Okay. All right. So, you run up along this peacekeeper, shoot down the exhaust port. You actually, I will say, because you are close enough, what you do notice is that it goes down quite far, and you see a at the bottom. That's kind of where your turn is ending there, where you see this kind of like funnelness coming from the inside of the exhaust pipe. And the rest of you are kind of glancing around looking for kind of what to do next. And Al, you feel something behind you.
What is it now?
Caché is really, you're the only one who would see this. You watch as the puppet master is drug upward out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer have eyes on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sounds
you
good.
feel something slowly come behind you, Al.
A
As
spell by any chance, is it?
it is not, unfortunately. It is an
Slimy
ability it has.
Every
using
time
all-
anything happens, Al's just like, is it a spell?
Yeah.
Spell?
Is it a spell? Is it a spell? This is why Envoys are so dangerous. He will
Hmm?
basically drop, almost appear behind you. And Al, you're a tall individual. This thing is 7 feet tall. You can feel the metal of its chassis almost like humming to life behind you. And then you see just a whirlwind of razor wire as it is going to take 3 attacks on you. You guys can't see these rolls, can you?
No.
You can see the dice, though. Okay. All right. 26,
Mm-hmm.
23,
Mm-hmm.
and a 10.
No.
Okay.
Can I silvery bars one of those?
I'd say you can.
Yeah, silvery bars one of those, please.
All right. So, is that a reroll?
That is a reroll, and you have to choose a lower.
Okay. Natural 1. Okay. So, only one hits you, Al. With 11 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
I now need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That'll be a 19.
Okay. That is its turn. I'll mark off the use of that ability. Still standing out? You alright? You look a bit pale over there.
I'm peachy.
Perfect. It comes to Caché.
Okay, so just to confirm, with haste, I can cast a spell and then use my third action as an attack, right? Because it's just one of them that has to be used as an attack.
I believe so, yeah.
And you've extra movement, and you've a +2 to your AC.
Yes.
Perfect. If that's the case, then, because of, how comfortable I feel with Hal's presence, it gave me a bit more time to think in that moment. And I thought that Fenris looks awfully less imposing right beside a peacemaker, and that I should fix that.
Okay.
So Caché reaches out as Fenris is engulfed with shadows and grows as I cast Enlarge.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic! All right, hang on.
Hey.
I need to make Fenris big.
Caché likes a big lady.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't like a big lady?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So with the Gatling gun against your chest and you're kind of holding your shield up, you just feel something strange as shadows completely envelop around you. Now, oddly enough, you can still see through it because of all of your own abilities being able to see through darkness, but you just watch yourself grow up against this Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper doesn't seem to mind at all while you're doing this, but you do enlarge Fenris.
That is a huge bitch.
Yep.
I am.
Just give me a white brimmed hat and a white dress. I'll be your vampire lady for the night.
Nice.
Stand on me any day.
I am then going to load those bullets as a bonus action. And again, pinpoint straight where I know that core should be.
Go ahead and roll.
One second, I need to make sure, is it the end of my next turn with the thing? Do I get an advantage on it again? The start of your next turn.
I think it's the start, so yeah, no,
Yeah.
all advantage is gone now. But yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, does a 19 hit?
It does indeed.
Okay, and... Oh, nice. That's a 14 damage.
14 damage. Very good.
That's 14 whatever force damage, and a d6 you said of acid, is it?
It is. D6 of acid, yeah.
Oh, that was a 5, so an extra 5 on that.
Okay, so the first, the regular bit is regular bullet. Or
Yes. Yeah.
No,
Well,
it'd be a magic bullet now. So no, it's full. So plus. So what's the 6? The D6.
so what? Plus a 5 was the D6.
Plus 5. Perfect. Yep. All right. Very good. It's a big old chunk of damage. You watch as the bullet and just begins to go cut right through the metal, doing quite a bit of
Nice.
damage.
Can we start seeing the core underneath it where I shot?
I wouldn't say you can see the core, but what you can see is the metal is starting to eat away. If that makes
Perfect.
sense. Yeah. You
Okay.
definitely. With Dixon's first 2 shots, and now this third one. Yeah, you're definitely.
Mm-hmm. And how much is my movement increased? Doubled, is it?
I do believe it is double.
Let me check.
Check though. Haste is a great spell. And Al, you're concentrating actually, so
Oh.
we need to put a little timer on.
Yeah,
you.
your speed is doubled.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm
And
going to.
concentrating. Sorry, I need to roll what for concentration?
You do need to roll a concentration check. Yeah,
Yes, I do. I
Oh,
get
I don't know
advantage
what
though because I have Warcaster.
you do.
Yes. Constitution. Well, the first one is good. Yeah, the first one is 19.
Perfect. You're fine. You're able to keep haste.
Perfect. Run for new cover.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Very good. All right. The end of your turn. Peacekeeper is going to. Not Peacekeeper, sorry. The Puppet Master. I put too many P's in this fight. Oh, good. Everyone's in range.
Eat.
Watching you enlarge, which you are now concentrating, aren't you? Or is that in just a?
I am concentrating, yes.
You are concentrating, so I'm just gonna. I know it says frozen. I don't know any other one. It looks like a clock from back here, so I'm gonna use that as concentration. Al, you taking those like razor hits. The razor is actually like wire is almost like still circling around you as it is coming from the Puppet Master himself. And you watch as an arm extends out and lashes out at Caché.
Too many limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. That's not right. Does a
That is
16 hit?
No, it doesn't. Thanks
Alright.
to my 2 AC. Thanks to
AC.
Hayes.
Alright! It kind of just
Dodge out of the
slides
way.
off the side, and you can see it, just a really thin, like fishing wire, go to hit you and miss, and you kind of, because it just barely missed you, and then slowly comes back into the hands of this Puppet Master. That is its legendary action. Alright, Fenris.
Okay. Right, so Peacekeeper attacking me.
Yep.
They
You are
get
like
up and gets.
right up against it.
Okay, I am going to maneuver myself so I can draw Silverlight and cast Hexblade's Curse on it.
Very good. Alright.
That's my bonus action.
Perfect. Nobody
Okay.
needs concentration. I think it's just Hex.
No,
It's just there.
it says until the target dies, or I die.
The target, hopefully.
And the ladder.
Okay. And I'm going to take 2 attacks at it. I'm going to try and aim for that weaker points where the acid is eaten in, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, that will
First-
up the AC a bit, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. The first attack is an 11
To hit?
to hit.
Okay, that is a no.
Okay. And second attack is a natural 19, which
Natural
thanks to
19.
Headspace Curse is a crit.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll allow it.
So it's a critical hit. Where are we?
Technically, the AC should be higher, but if you just
Well,
carve it into the
it's
thing,
a
then-
crit, so it doesn't matter.
It's more because you were saying you were aiming for something specific. The AC was higher, but yeah. No,
Critical
it's
strike, automatic hit. Let's go. Okay. And I fuck it. I'm gonna burn that spell slot and use an Eldritch Smite. where's it go? Okay. All right. All right, it's gonna take a little bit to calculate here.
I think, don't you add a +2 to your damage as well because you're big?
What do I add to my damage mix?
+4. Or D4. D4, sorry.
D4.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I just
There's a lot of feverish, like, calculations going on.
I just wiped it all I did redo the calculation again. Sorry. It's my history.
How did you... Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm adding up and I misclicked. Okay, so double all the dice on the smite as well, yeah?
For a crit? Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Plus my D4. Wow. 1.
Every little bit helps.
Okay, technically 2.
Yeah, and then my 3 from proficiency from Hexway's Curse. Okay. Thank you, crit. This is why you smite on crits. In total, there's 109 points of force damage and slash damage.
What the hell?
Because I have 4th level spell slots, so that's the extra 5d8 that gets doubled.
So it's a 5d8 on your Eldritch Smite. And you're
Plus-
using the blade ability, correct?
Yeah,
With your Eldritch
that's
Smite?
that's my spell slot gone.
Okay,
plus-
check that damage, please.
That would take calculate it all back up again.
Okay. It is
Because
force.
that's not just the smite; it's including the sword damage and the prestige bonus and X-Blade's damage.
No, I just want you to check the damage that's done on that smite, because I can't remember if it's force or if it's psychic. Because that's...
Oh, it's not. It's radiant.
It's radiant. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, 109 damage.
It's a mix of radiant and slashing.
So it's a mixture of radiant and magical slashing, because your sword is magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 109. Yeah. All right. So
I'm trying to drive it into that core.
what do you describe your attack with 109 damage? What do you do?
First attack is just going to slash across and doing nothing, and I'm going to twist and activate. You see all the runes going up the blade and try to drive it through the acid made holes,
Perfect.
and try to drive it into the core while just try to. It's almost like a glow. It's like I'm shoving a lightsaber through it.
Very nice. Yeah, that's definitely how I'm seeing it too. All right, so exactly that. You aim it right using the bullets from Caché that are slowly still kind of eating away at the metal. You just find the perfect place and drive it into this peacekeeper. You feel it hit sections of protection and just cut through them like butter. 1, 2, 3. Hit the last one, and you have to push a little bit there, and that's the crit. That's the extra bit of damage that you do, and you pierce through that kind of almost what you're assuming to be that egg shape inside and get down to the Ethereum core. And as you do, and you rip the sword out, you tear apart the front part of the chassis, and all of you see a gaping wound in that kind of protective outer layer and the core beating inside. so you can all see the core, and the whole front part of the Peacekeeper has been torn open.
Did
It
you just
is
say the
still-
core is beating?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
With veins?
It's just kind of beating inside.
Like, do normal ethereal cores beat?
Yeah.
Mm,
Hold
no.
on.
Okay.
We're gonna need to check this shit out.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second to dying. I need to check this
Check
out.
this out, yeah.
I'm
So,
sad
it
I'm
is
out
still-
of view of this right now.
It is still standing, but all of you now can see that kind of gaping hole, and you can see the of the core inside.
Yeah, it's all the things, so I just say, I made a door for you, Revenant. And I will hold my ground.
Okay. Very good turn. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last spell slot as a warlock,
Wow.
but
Worth it.
so, yeah, worth it.
Worth it. Yep.
Smite some
All right.
crits, bro.
At the end of your turn, seeing what is happening, the puppet master turns its attention onto Big Fenris, as it is going to make a razor wire attack. Does a I don't know, an 18 hit?
18's my AC.
Okay,
So yeah, it's gonna hit.
that is gonna hit.
And that's, well, I don't get any cover anymore because I'm big.
You're big now. See here, where's my other?
Does that increase your AC?
Okay.
Unless any of the pieces of the Peacekeeper are flying off and giving me some kind of cover.
You take 17 points of slashing damage as a razor wire kind of cuts into the side of your arm and pull you. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay, I'm not looking too hard.
I'd say at advantage because you're so big.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so it's 2 and 17, so dirty 20 for the save.
Dirty 20. Okay, you are not pulled closer to the puppet master.
Ow.
However, you
Nice.
do take the 17 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm not looking so hot.
Okay. Al,
Yeah.
comes to you.
Okay. I'm assuming I cannot take the lifeless corpse of Humphrey with me if I Starlight Step.
Does it say you can take things with
Nope.
you?
Nope, it does not.
Say not.
Nope. Mm. Well, I definitely need to get out of here anyway. Do anything with that.
You do still feel the entity standing behind you,
Yes.
seeming to pay you no mind.
Can I try and, like, push Humphrey under the conveyor belt?
I'd say so. I'd say
Out
you
of
can-
sight and out of...
Are you doing it with
wait,
like your
just
foot,
right.
like kind of like
Yeah, just kind
get
of like...
under the-
Yeah, just... God, you're heavy. Just kinda shave you down.
He's lifeless and you're still fat shaming him.
He's also missing an arm, and he's still too heavy. So...
Okay.
You picked the ally, man.
I did, it was what I had available.
I'd say if you give up 5 feet of your movement, you can successfully
Sure.
push him underneath the conveyor belt.
No problem at all. So I'm gonna do that. Push him under the conveyor belt. Myself, and... I could then use my Starlight Step, teleport, and 15, 20, here.
Okay.
War is the peacekeeper.
I'm still running. Don't worry.
I'm not staying here.
This is not. No, I'm not. I'm not setting up a residence.
I'd hope not.
It's not my intention. I will then look towards the horrible-looking thing that I'm still disappointed I didn't get to work on. Being the puppet master. Check through my spellbook and I'll cast Gather Potential on it.
Okay.
So it's a Constitution 17 save.
Constitution 17. Alright.
Vibrate this thing to death.
That's what she said. Okay. Constitution saving throw. Alright, that is a 25.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna continue running towards Gizmo with the rest of my movement.
He takes no damage then?
Nope, no damage at all.
Alright.
So that's all my movement.
Okay. You also step into the space. Watching Gizmo kind of look around, you see a few people kind of, again, different stages of this transformation. You do see a halfling with bright red hair hanging upside down, and a very odd mirror.
Well, that's horrifying. I don't know what that is. I'm nearly dead. That center console controls the conveyor belts. That's all I have. I say it's Gizmo.
Okay. Anything else?
That's everything.
That's everything. Alright. It comes to the Peacekeeper. Revenant! If you're still there,
Yep, I am here.
can you please roll me 3d6?
3d6. 8.
8! Alright.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very well done. That was the 6 and 2 ones that I rolled.
Oh, alright. As you're standing on top of this thing and you kind of hear it taking that significant amount of damage from Fenris, kind of whirls back a little bit. You kind of have to keep your balance. And as you do, you kind of glance down that exhaust pipe and you just watch the explosion come out the back of it as it takes that 8 points of fire damage and can no longer use its charge. So you've disabled that ability. So
Fuck you, Peacekeeper.
that's alright. So let's see here. It's instead going to use alright. So as it core now slightly exposed, you know, to all of you, it'll level its Gatling gun at Fenris and take a shot. It is going to move slightly to the side here, still in your range. Wow, you guys are all so big. It's very hard to
Do I stay on the same position on it?
You do indeed. You stay on top of the Peacekeeper there.
Because I'm so close, does it have disadvantage on this? No. Oh,
Because
okay.
it has a
It's
special
proficient.
ability. It is proficient, it is.
Okay.
It is going to get you and Dixon.
Ah.
Is that an attack roll or a saving throw?
God, hang on, sorry. I keep drawing things I don't want. Okay. Can you see the line there? The Gatling gun there, yeah. It is a dexterity saving throw, please, from the two of you.
Dex. Oh my.
Can I use my reactions to like kick it in the side of the head or something to give the lads advantage on the save?
The swing and kick.
You know what? You know what I'll say is you can kick it, totally fine. It doesn't need its head to make this attack. So you can kick it and the head kind of to the side, but it is one of those kinds of machines that it's not seeing through its facial plate, if that makes sense.
I tried, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Redwood's coming. That's a 14.
Okay. All right. So that is a success on Dixon's part, a failure on Fenris's part. So you take 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Dixon takes half that.
Oh, Jesus. I need healing.
Dixon's not looking so hot either.
Does Dixon have 1 HP?
Nope.
Then he's not. Then he's hotter than me.
All right. Well, it's leveled the gun and kind of to a stop there, kind of glowing amber at the edge of the gun. And Fenris, you take the scattering of bullets. You feel it kind of bend into parts of your armor and strike through your skin, and you kind of turn just in time to see the vice grip grab you by the throat, pick you up, and slam you into the ground as it takes its claw attack at you as well. That's advantage. So that is a 22 to hit.
Silvery
Yeah, that's good.
Silvery barbs. All right. What was that? That was a...
Yeah, and I can choose if it wants to go at a new target, this new attack. Because to that one, I'm sorry, Revenant, you're the only other person in range for this.
It's a natural 20.
But he has to do the worst
So it
one
has to
anyway,
use the
so-
worst one, but it's a natural 20. So I'd say that'll
hits.
cut that.
The worst one is 22. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's still gonna hit me.
Are you
I can rechange the target, but now that it's a crit, I could kill 2 characters here if I do change
not a
it.
crit. You say you choose.
No.
It's not a crit. It's not a crit.
And how is Revenant looking?
Revenant is top notch.
So could potentially take
Full
one of
health,
these.
basically.
Yeah.
Revenant can take this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have to do it to save Fenris. Yeah.
All right, so you're redirecting it to Revenant.
And hopefully it hurts itself as well because it whacks itself.
Well, actually, with okay, so if you're kind of bending time and space here, it like reaches out for Fenris, doesn't, and what it does is it goes vroom, grabs onto to Revenant and slams him into the ground instead. That's what's gonna happen. All right.
I'm sorry. I just don't think we can survive if Fenris dies.
All right. So.
I don't think we can survive.
Okay. As 18 points of bludgeoning damage, Revenant.
Okay.
Hey, you can dodge that.
Are slammed into.
I already used my reaction, so I can't even have that.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So you are
I
slammed.
used my reaction to kick it in the head and do anything.
You slam it down, or he slams, or it slams you down into the conveyor belt here. You actually feel the metal kind of in and around you a little bit, and then you feel the vice kind of release you and kind of move away, basically. So that is its turns there. Oh, actually, so I'm gonna mark this here. This is very, very damaged.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Damaged.
Oh shit. Yeah, my ghostly gaze drops as well.
Okay, ghostly gaze is dropped because it does double damage to structures. So, Revenant, you are now bent up in some of the conveyor belt. You actually feel like bits of body parts fall on you as well, and clockwork, and it's just like it's a mess. Yeah. As you're slammed into that. So, okay. All right. That is the...
Not the first time I've been buried in a pile of corpses.
Same.
Little hint at Revenant's backstory there. Okay. All right. So that now comes to Dixon. Dixon will go now. There's a lot of people to keep track of right now. So that I can move this. Hang on. We can set it away so we don't have to stare at it. Okay, so he is like, oh, that's a mighty fine core there. I see there, and he's gonna just level the gun and take 2 shots. His scorpion pistol. Oh, okay, all right, Dixon, 23 to hit. And I don't know why you rolled twice. Why? Why did you roll twice? Just roll normally. Thank
2
you.
shots.
No. Second one does not hit, unfortunately, but the first one does. So let's do damage there. Does 9 acid damage. Perfect. All right. And that. What is he gonna do here? He's liking the two. He's liking your position, Caché, in the sense that he's kind of got a nice area. So he's gonna go into here and get a little bit better angle of everything because he thinks you got that side covered. And that is his turn. End his go.
There doesn't need to be any sort of action by the robot or anything like that. So.
Does there not?
No, there doesn't. Yeah, I
think
think
it's okay.
Gizmo should just start his turn.
Yeah. So
Really?
what I'd like to do is.
Oh, but that's not how this is gonna work.
We have spoken.
If you believe it's not happening, it can't be happening, right?
I'm closing my eyes. Continue.
Hold your escaping organs if you believe.
The puppet master seemingly seems to vanish. And
Seemingly.
that is Gizmo.
Don't.
Okay. Glancing between the halfling and the mirror. Mirror is completely taken by attention. Quick glance at it.
Okay.
Uh,
I figured.
Can
Okay.
I glean anything just at a glance of it without having to look too in depth? Just kind of.
Definitely. Yeah. Out of the 2 people that are currently in this room, definitely. You don't even need to roll for it because oddly enough, there is a why do I keep thinking signature? It's not a signature. There is a passage written along the edge of the mirror, written in Sylvan.
Okay.
Which, Al, I don't believe you speak. Do you speak Sylvan? Or read Sylvan?
No, Elvish, but not Sylvan.
Okay. So I would say, again, no checks. You can just quickly read it, because you can read Sylvan there, Gizmo.
Mm-hmm.
You see, on sea of silver, or field of brass, seal the likeness, locked behind glass.
I would read that out loud, but I would translate it to common for Al.
Okay.
Okay.
On sea of silver.
Or field of
On
brass.
sea of silver, on field of brass, seal the likeness, locked behind glass. Who doesn't like riddles in the middle of a TPK? I mean,
I know. Thanks for giving this to me at the start of my turn. I'm like, oh god.
I love how the two intelligent ones are like, look at this mirror.
But
while their friends are getting smashed in the background.
That's my worry going on in the background. I'm gonna turn to Al and say, try and work it out. I think they're in trouble. And I'm gonna run in, and with my speed, what I'd like to do is I'd like to run up as close as I can to the Peacekeeper. And so, just actually, so I understand this right, there's like damage to the metal surrounding the core, but the core is still protected by the layer, is it?
Yes. So because you did the studies on this, you know exactly what has happened. Fenris has basically shoved her sword so far in and damaged the primitive meteorite that was the anti-magic field, basically protecting the core. she has damaged quite a big chunk out of it, and you can see the core slowly kind of inside. She has cut through the layers basically, and that core is now exposed.
The core is now exposed. Okay. In that case, then
The limit is 0. The limit does not exist.
I won't go as close. Then I'll go 5 feet back, and I'll charge up then the lightning launcher.
Okay.
Okay. And 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Does that now work, or does it get like conduited away again? If it's aimed directly at the core.
Roll your damage.
It's 11.
11 points.
Yeah, I just need to double check. Yeah, 11 points of lightning.
Okay. So you kind of run up. You see what's happening here. Fenris in the fray. The peacekeeper just slamming Revenant into the conveyor belt, and you launch the lightning right at the core. Get a direct hit. You can see it, and even with the higher AC of being able to hit it, you do. And you watch as the lightning strikes the Ethereum core, and you watch it go as it regains 11 hit points.
Everything I do is lightning.
Hey, Gizmo, why don't you go back over that mirror there and leave pointing to the other part?
Yeah.
I thought the Ethereum core would win. Damn it.
Just punch it. Break it with your
I'm in the
massive
wrong
robot
mode
hands.
to do that.
Break it with your robot
It is
hands.
with your hands.
Can I
You
try and
shot
reach it? Just do
mine.
an arm strike.
Yeah, you can.
Damn it!
Go ahead, just roll to hit. I'll do the irregular AC because you're just.
Natural 1.
Oh, okay. You go to hit and you
God
kind of
damn
miss, slide off, and then you actually slide against Fenris's armor as well, and then land, and then like hit the back of the conveyor belt. And you're like, well.
Sorry. That's all I could really do. I would have had to move up closer to punch it, so I'm up closer.
Okay, you're up closer.
Yeah, I can't do anything with my bonus action. Yeah, there is not really anything I can do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Comes to at the bottom of initiative. You didn't roll the lowest, Gizmo.
What?
Yeah, no, these clockwork monstrosities did. So this one
Forgot about them.
is gonna go straight for Dixon. And straight for Gizmo. Can't reach Caché. Can't reach Caché, but gonna move anyway. So.
Oh damn! Can it move at least closer to the ball bearings?
Okay. I'll allow it because it's not smart enough to know. So yeah, we'll give it. It'll do half movement then, so it gets about there. And then this guy though is just gonna beeline straight for her. Can it? Oh, yes. Okay, it can do its one thing. It's one thing the one thing it's good for. Yeah. All right. So this guy is going to. Use his bonus action to dash up to Caché and take a slam attack at you. With a 6 to hit.
No, that's not hitting me.
No, they're really not. They're yeah. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna stay there then. This guy is gonna do the same. He's gonna move up and then take a swift charge attack. There, at you, Gizmo. That's better. Non-natural 20.
That will hit.
You're muted.
Does that hit?
That'll hit. Sorry.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And this guy will do the same. 2 ticks in. Oh my god. No. Now they're real bad. No, that's an 11. Doesn't hit. Okay, so that is the Clockwork Monstrosities. It comes top of the round, Revenant.
Okay.
And by the way, if
so
anybody
first-
needs like take a break or something, feel free. You can, you know. Well, yeah, it's up to you. We'll keep going. So.
Well, first thing Revenant's gonna do is stand up.
Yep, you do. Feel your bones kind of crack a little bit. Oh god, it really slammed you into the metal conveyor belt here. So yeah, you get up.
I got it.
Movement.
Look at Gizmo and point to the monstrosities. Say, deal with them. And then I gotta look at Caché and say, the potion I gave you last time, drink it. And then I gotta drink my potion.
Nice.
Okay. Remind me what your potion is.
Potion of growth.
It's also the large. Okay. That's your action to
That's a bonus action to drink a potion.
bonus
Yes.
action to drink a potion. Yep. So
Congratulations, you now become the 6-foot turkey.
Mhm.
Approach from the side.
this fight has just gotten ridiculous.
And yeah, so I'm gonna use my action then to stab the peacekeeper with my rapier.
All right, go right ahead. You stabbing for the core? Or are you stabbing just for
I'm
anything?
stabbing for the core.
Okay, perfect.
Right, go window of opportunity.
26.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
And it's a D8, 54. That's 9, 10, 14.
14. 14
Yep.
points.
And then 14 damage, and then let me do my sneak attack.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
14. Okay. Very good. Whew. All right. So 14. Okay. Oof. Oof. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't think that's all of my movements.
That's all things. All right. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Comes to the Pitmaster. Let's see if he gets his. Okay. So
He actually ran away.
he did. You are too scary. He just he vanished, and he's too
He'll
scared to
never
come
be
back
back.
out. Yes. No, actually, Gizmo, you feel a very strange feeling within your suit.
Oh.
Almost as if something is behind you, and your sensors kind of whoop, 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 as something enters your space. I feel like Gizmo has like a rear view like camera. Let's see in the
It's
back.
in the butt.
It's just in the butt. So you angle it upward.
Okay.
And see directly into the almost like rib cage part of the puppet master. And as you're kind of like, oh, it's right behind me, you feel and see almost these razor kind of wires kind of swirl around you as it's going to take its 3 attacks at you.
Oh.
Okay, that is 25 to hit,
Yup.
23 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, last one doesn't. All right, where are my d10s? That is 15 points of slashing damage for the first one. That is 9 points of slashing damage for the second one, and I need you to make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
I also need to make a concentration check. That's additional treat.
And you make it.
Wisdom save 13.
Okay. It's an odd odd sensation as you feel pretty protected in this suit. You've put a lot of work into it. You've created it in a space where no one will take advantage of you again in your small form. And yet, it's almost as if an ethereal hand reaches through, snagging the back of your shoulders, and you feel a prick to the back of your neck. And everything just kind of goes limp. That is its turn. Caché?
Okay.
Okay. Bonus thanks to drink the potion. Doing as I'm told.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is it what I think it is, Revenant? Is it the thing from last time you told me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool,
it's a
cool,
potion.
cool,
It's a potion
cool,
of growth.
Cool.
Alright.
This fight has just gotten ridiculous.
Giant Caché will sprint over to Fenris and cast Cure Wounds at level 4.
You like pole vault to like use Revenant's shoulders to like around, and it's just kung, 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 because all of you are massive, and you lay your hands on the back of Fenris and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, so this is the 8. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 5 is 13, plus 8 is 21, plus 5.
Wow.
Ooh, 20,
26.
26
yeah.
points of healing. Well done.
Hooray.
And I'm assuming I can get a line of sight of that core.
Oh, easily at this point, yeah.
Okay, then pop.
Pop. All right. Acid bullet, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Okay.
so does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
And so it's a D10 plus 4, pretty sure. Yes, so that's only 6 points of force damage or whatever a bullet does, and piercing, and 3 points of acid damage.
Okay. It's looking hurt. Looking hurt. Anything else?
Yes, I still have a bit of movement, so I will move.
That was your bonus action
back.
shot, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my extra action shot, yeah.
Oh, right, your extra action. Yep.
Yeah, my bonus action was drink the potion.
Right.
Yeah, move back over here, guard Humphrey.
Yeah, you do see the teeny tiny little form of Humphrey just kind of crunched in underneath the conveyor belt. I just had a weird thought. No, it was a potion of growth on Revenant. What the hell happened to Fran? I'm gonna not think about that right now. Okay. Anything else, Caché?
No, that's it.
All right. Perfect. The end of your turn.
He needs to stop doing things.
No. Absolutely not. He is going to... Where is that? Yep, he is going to use his wire leap and end up behind you, Caché.
Well, you can stop that.
And that is all he can do. Fenris.
Okay. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to try and smash that core.
All right.
Exploit's curse is still up.
Exploit curse is still up.
2 attacks. First one. That's a nope. That's 3 and... Yeah, no, that's 12.
Okay. Fortunately, it doesn't hit.
Okay. Second one. Okay, that's better. That's a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Anything else in? Okay. That's 14 points of slashing damage to the core.
14. Okay. Alright. You notice with that last cleave that you do, you actually notice that's part of the body isn't quite working anymore. And the Gatling gun kind of goes, and it kind of freezes up a bit, and you can see it kind of twitching and shaking and not doing the best. It's currently now unable to use the Gatling gun.
Good. Don't know what to do with my bonus action because I've used all of that. I don't know if I can take an offhand attack, but try and smash it with the shield.
I think we talked about this in the other game too. Do you have
Yeah,
two
I
weapon
just-
fighting?
Well, I don't have 2-weapon fighting, so I'll be making the attack without entering the damage at the end.
So it's just an offhanded.
Yeah, it's without the 2-weapon fighting style. It means I don't add my modifier to
I'd
damage.
say you can do that, but you won't be able to do anything extra with you can flavor it with the shield, but unless you have shield bash as a feat.
I'm just
but if you're
essentially
just
just
doing
trying
one
to
with flavor, then yeah, you can.
like a flavor it to make it convincing that I'm making an unarmed attack against just
Metal. I understand.
against the core. Yeah.
You can only add your strength. So yeah. This is like.
I'll try it. Just try anything to smash the score right now. So there's no proficiency bonus, so it's just my strength. Yeah. It's not gonna hit. It's 7. It's not gonna do anything. 7 to hit.
Got a freeze. It's a DM freeze right there.
DM
freeze.
Okay. DM freeze.
Oh no.
We're having minor technical
Everyone
issues, folks.
safe.
Yeah. Right.
Never mind, we'll just get our DM right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Let's all take a break while we wait for our intimate to die.
Oh,
Yeah, we've all been booted.
Yeah.
booted and tooted.
Alright.
I think
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves some drinks.
Yeah, do you want to swing? So come on. Yeah, do you want to swing? So come on.
Fenris has just gone. I believe I said it was Al's turn. Oh yeah, the peacekeeper or the puppet master went over by Fenris, by Caché, and now we're at Al. Yes, Al, it is your turn.
Well, even with the extra time, I still don't know what this riddle is. So can I look into the mirror?
Gonna look into the mirror.
What do I see?
Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw.
God fucking damn it.
I love Chris's face.
15.
15. Okay. All right. You sit back for a moment and try to think about this passage. And try to figure it out, and you just can't quite put your finger on what it could potentially mean. And then you start looking into the mirror, and you see how you actually don't see your own reflection. It's almost like liquid surface, glistening, moving. And you can just make out a figure in the distance.
Does the figure look like the Envoy?
No. But it does. You get a strange feeling of being watched. Observe.
The foggiest.
What do you do?
I
Ow.
like try and kick the pebble at the mirror, see if it reacts.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you can kind of like bit of dirt, bit of metal, whatever's lying around, you kind of kick it towards the mirror. Okay. It goes through.
Goes through. Well, seems like the mirror is some kind of portal. Not sure if we should be stepping through. I'm gonna try this though. I'm going to try and vortex warp the puppet master into the mirror.
Okay.
Knowing it's
Nice.
a doorway of some kind. I'm just going to imagine it as
Okay.
if it just continues on past the mirror, past the surface.
Okay. Let's see here. First of all, are you within range? Al, are you moving to be able to see the puppet master? Because at the moment you cannot see
Yes,
it.
actually, yeah, sure. I'll peek my head around the corner. I would have peeked my head around the corner to shout at everyone that the mirror is some kind of doorway. Why would it let me drag me?
Because
Give
game
me
is
one.
closed.
Oh,
Oh,
the game is
sorry.
paused. I
There you go.
see. Okay, yeah. So, peek around. Can I see the puppet master?
Very, very vaguely, yes, standing behind a very, very, very tall Caché.
I mean, would I have seen the puppet master move, or would I just assume that he was still there from the last time?
Oh yeah, because I guess because he's been moving back and forth. So yeah, I can
He's
say
right
you can
there.
see him. So yeah, so if you want to you're trying to warp him then into the mirror.
Yes, and
Okay.
I'm simultaneously going to run in its direction.
Okay.
And try and get on
Alright.
the conveyor belt if possible.
So what is that save? that has to make? I should
That's
move
like
first.
Constitution 17.
Okay, so I should have probably done that before I moved him, so I'm actually gonna move him back. Oof, no. But he's going to use his legendary resistance to succeed.
Anything anyone can do to help? No.
Ickweed. Ah.
What? Burn another legendary resistance.
That's 2 now, isn't it?
So that is everything I am able to do at this moment, other than hide under the conveyor belt over here, similar to my
Okay.
dear Humphrey.
Similar to your dear Humphrey, yes. Okay. So, it comes to the Peacekeeper. No longer can use its Gatling gun. No longer use its slam attack. It is looking pretty battered. So, it's got 3 targets. But who's the one that's been doing the most damage? So, it's going to take its attacks at you, Fenris. Taking its pincer attack straight at you. Once more, kind of like, again, grasp. Even though you're large, grasping like onto your collarbone area, lifting you up and going to slam you into the ground. Or attempt to, at least.
Okay. I'll see.
So that is... it's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's gotta do it.
Okay. And, ooh... a 16?
16 damage.
No, 16 to hit the second attack.
16 misses.
16 misses, perfect, okay. So that is... Oof. Double that, okay. So that is 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Total rolled double 8s on that. So it picks you up and slams you into the ground. Bits of metal and clockwork goes everywhere.
Okay. And they're prone again.
You are prone. And at the moment, if it's use of a duration. Yeah, at the moment it's actually going to use its ability there on that. The bonus action is going to hold you in place. So you are actually currently grappled on the ground.
Okay.
So that is all of its turn. We come to Dixon, who's looking at this guy here wailing on Gizmo and is going to take one shot at it and one shot at the Peacekeeper. Trying to just help out as best he can with his little acid bullets. And he's going to kind of take a... Oh, there's one actually right next to him. Sorry, I didn't see that. Actually, he's going to take a shot at him.
Did not see that either.
I was like, I gotta run away from danger. I'm gonna hide right beside this bad guy.
Shit.
Maybe he won't turn around.
Kind of blends in with the environment.
Does indeed. One of those hits, so he's going to do his... Okay. Doing great. Okay, and second attack he's going to take at the one in front of Gizmo. Ah, miss. Darn. 2. He's not doing great this time, but he is going to kind of shimmy his way around and try to kind of give you a bit of cover, Al. Kind of pushing his shoulder in front of you while he's leveling the gun at this monstrosity. And you can actually, as this thing is close, you can actually see, like, it almost looks like yellowy green ooze is coming out of the mouth of this thing. It does not look like it understands at all what it's doing. That's what you get, Al. That's the end.
Forgot to say, actually, when it hits me, can I do Silver Light Rebuke, or is it too late?
I'd say it's too late to do that because we've
Yeah.
already moved past 2 turns.
Yeah, no worries.
But for next time,
Next time I'll remember.
let's see here. I believe that uses spell slot, doesn't it?
No, it's from the sword.
Ah, right. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. So next time, it comes to Gizmo.
Aye.
I feel a little weird. Need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
God, are you kidding me?
Natural
Oh
one.
no!
It's my 3rd one of the night now.
Okay.
Oh,
Change those dice.
Throw them away. You're sitting in the suit and you're trying to make your hands move, and you're trying to remember why you're here. Wait, why am I here? Who are all these people around me? What am I doing? You get really confused all of a sudden, and you're not quite recognizing what's going on, and you are considered stunned.
I sit there stunned.
You sit there stunned. It's your turn. After your turn, he's going to vanish from Caché. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to stay there. Caché, you watch as this teeny tiny little, he seems teeny tiny now, but, you know, it's because you're quite large. But he seems to kind of look up at you. No visible changes on his clockwork features. But he does keep your gaze and lift his hand out around you. He goes, "Your sacrifice is justified." Closes his fist. I need Al and Dixon to make dexterity saving throws. Ooh, no, he did not make it.
12.
12?
12.
12. Good to know. Both you and Dixon take 11 points of fire damage.
I am unconscious.
Alright. Al falls against the back of the conveyor belt and slumps unconscious.
Ooh. Can I use my action to heal him?
You can if you're burning up your bardic
Burn 'em.
inspirations. Do you have any? Do you have? Are you keeping track of them?
Yeah, I'm keeping track of them.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. This guy has no more.
So that's 3 points of damage you get back. You're up anyway.
Back up. Come on, Vito, go, Vito.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm not tired. It's fine.
Dixon's looking pretty rough as well. He sees you go down, Al, and he just kind of looks at you and he kind of reaches out his hand, so he'll help you on his next turn there. Caché,
Yeah?
you notice something interesting. As Revenant and Fenris are focused in on the on the Peacekeeper before them, you're kind of watching the Puppet Master reach out, clench his fists, and you hear the explosion of the monstrosity just erupt in fire and burning away Al, but you were managed to save him. You kind of turn back, and you notice something odd on the Puppet Master as a piece of the front of his chassis off, as if a tether was pulled when that clockforge was destroyed.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That is its legendary action. It comes to the top of the round. Revenant.
Okay, so I want to try something here.
Okay.
I want to take out my rope.
Okay.
I want to find the centerpiece of my rope.
Okay.
I want to jump forward, wrap it around his neck twice, jump back, and tie it onto one of these machines.
And do what to one of the machines?
Tie the other ends of the rope onto the machine, so that
Okay.
he can't use his jump thing anymore. I'm
All
trying
right.
to hold him in place, basically.
Ah, okay. So you're basically running up and wrapping it around his neck, and then you're gonna tie it to the
machines.
conveyor belt.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I don't even know what kind of a check that would be, so I'm assuming that you know how to tie a knot. So yeah, I mean, like I'd say that's your action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really see anything I can do with my. I'll just use my bonus action to use my eye for detail to make a perception check to spot for any clues or hidden creatures.
Perfect. Okay. So perception check.
13.
13. And that's to spot invisible creatures or hidden things.
What does this say? Make a perception check to spot for hidden creatures or objects, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Oh,
So-
sorry. There would be investigation then. Okay. Okay. From what you see here, nothing seems to be hidden except for a very poorly placed Humphrey. But there doesn't seem to be any like traps or any kind of like things that are trying to be hidden. If that makes sense.
Okay, cool. And then my turn, so.
Okay. All right. It comes to the Pitmaster. Let's see if he gets his thing back. Okay. So this is gonna be interesting. He does get his strings attached ability back. So yeah, he really wants Al. Yeah. He's very interested in Al. So he is going to teleport. The rope seems to snag for a moment, and then the being itself teleports through, and the rope falls. Unfortunately, that is the writing in here is that he teleports. So
Fair enough.
So he vanishes from Caché, goes up to Al, and is going to take his 3 attacks at you. Is a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, a natural 1, so I'm assuming that one doesn't hit.
No.
And a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
No reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do with the reaction.
I rolled pretty low on the damage. First one is 6.
Once again, unconscious.
Okay. Second melee attack is an
That's
automatic hit. That's 2 death
failed
saves.
death saves.
Al,
Yeah.
as this is happening, feeling the razor wire cut across your skin, something very odd happens. Because while you are coming in and out of consciousness, you watch as the exoskeleton of this creature that is standing before you, like scales flexing across the surface, begins to reform its shape in front of you. The corrosive metal gives way to warm, tanned skin, long, ebony hair, with small bits of gray in the hairline.
Mm.
Behind those soft glasses are a pair of deep hazel-colored eyes. And you once more stare at Lorien. What is Al feeling and thinking in this moment?
How does Lorien look? Is he busy working away? Is
He just stares at you.
Al's probably quite content. I always do love being the center of your gaze.
We really could have been great together.
You made sure that wouldn't be the case, didn't you?
You feel a hand caress your skin. And touch you've always longed for. The rest of you watch the puppet master change shape into a warm, tanned-skinned, elvish man. Bend down and caress Al's face. Caché,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
In that case, seeing that Al is down, I'm going to run over past a third level. Do I have a third level left? I do. Third level cure wounds.
Okay.
So that's 2 plus 7 is 8. Plus another 2 is 11. Plus 5, 16 points of damage to Al, or healing to Al, not damage.
Thank you.
Okay. As you reach down and grasp onto Al's shoulder and heal him, and Al, you feel the energy flowing through you again. Both of you just hear, "But he would have made such a lovely puppet." And as these scales begin to across the face, it returns back to its form.
Okay, looking at it, I'm just going to shout to everyone. It spread itself thin amongst its people. Kill them, it'll weaken it. And then while looking directly in its eye, take a pot shot at the little yoke beside Gizmo.
Okay, go ahead.
So does a 17 hit?
That definitely hits. Definitely.
Oh, it's wrong. See, oh, there's the chat. So that's 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 points of force damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Oof. Oof. Just enough. Well done. As one shot goes into this creature, you blow the head almost completely open, the mortal side of the head open, and the body slumps to the ground. And before your eyes, you watch another piece fall, get pulled off from the front of the chassis, and just below it, you can start to see the glow.
Question: Do we all see that? Because Caché shouted out to us. Do we see what's after happening?
I'd say you could. Fenris probably no, because she's very much wrapped up with the Peacekeeper at the moment.
Yeah.
Al's
No
just
one's
back
got
to
my attention.
consciousness, So I would say you would have seen and heard that, Revenant.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. That is down. All right. Anything else, Caché?
So that was my 2 actions. Did I use a bonus action? I don't think I did. In that case, I will load the last 2 acid bullets and 2 normal ones.
Perfect. You do so.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Fenris. Beating heart of this peacekeeper, barely hanging on in front of you.
I'm going to. Can I reach it still with the blade, even though it's holding on to me?
You are currently grappled, but you can make attacks. I think it's at disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
Yeah. Or you can try to escape. It's up to you.
If I use Eldritch Blast, is that a disadvantage? I think because
I wouldn't say so, because like logically in my brain, if you're laying down, you can move your hand. You're not like you're just like blasting into it. So no, I wouldn't say that would be a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them then.
Okay.
So first beam.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my Eldritch Blast got? That's 25 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll both of your attacks first.
Yeah, and second attack. Natural 19. That's
Okay.
crit.
All right.
Yay. Where my d10s go? Okay, so first beam. So great. 7 points of force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second beam is the crit. Wait, 1 second. Oh, that should be 10 damage because I get my proficiency on it. And second attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's 20 damage of 20 points of force damage.
Okay. Fenris, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
As I was struggling with this, I have just got to reach out my hand with every ounce of strength I have and just blast the core. I see a crack and blast again until the whole core just goes.
Okay, you do so. The first blast, you see cracks across the core, and you just aim a second blast, and it just bursts, and almost like oozy blue liquid almost falls onto you, and like the whole creature itself just powers down, and then falls forward as it is currently holding you down. And you have now blasted up into its core. So...
do I have any bracing because the arm is on top of me?
I'll say the arm... there is definitely going to be some bracing. So make a dexterity save. It would be an advantage, but it's not because you're grappled, and then it would be... So it's just a straight dex save.
Straight dexterity. Okay. Come on, Fenris, die. Don't let me down. Okay. That is 15 plus 2 is 17.
17. Okay. Okay. So that is going to be 22 points of bludgeoning damage, halved. Because you managed to kind of push your shield up to a good position, and kind of use the arm, and it kind of slumps to the side, but it is a massive creature falling on top of you. So half of 22. So 12.
So that's half of 22 is 11. Okay,
Yeah.
so that would have knocked me down, but because it died under my Hexblade's curse, I healed some back.
Amazing. Okay.
So
So you are currently still
I am
grappled.
not. I am down, but I am not looking good. But I am still up.
You all watch as the Peacekeeper falls onto Fenris, and there's a moment of, and then you hear, "I'm okay."
Off.
I am running low on spell slots for healing.
At least I have cover now.
That's true.
Okay. Fenris, I believe that's you done.
That's me done.
He is very, 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 very dead. Okay. Al,
Mad.
it's your turn.
It's my turn. Thank goodness. Well, I'm going to look at this puppet master. I'm going to stare him straight in the eye and be like, "Can you not take a hint, you ugly bag of bolts?" And I'm going to cast, I'm going to use my Starlight Step and teleport way the fuck away from him.
Okay.
And get back. Back under the other conveyor belt where Humphrey is. Going full circle. And I'm not good at doing damage, especially not today.
I will say for flavor, as you do that, as you go to move and do your Starlight Step, you watch as the scales once more over him, and he is once more a Lorian.
Feeble facsimile. And if I could actually Starlight Step a bit closer to the mechanism that controls the conveyor belts,
Yes.
and then try and activate them and make them go the fuck away from this place. Please.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
EK. Go bad again. I might. Yeah, I'm gonna use another luck point. I don't like. This is gone for me, so I'm gonna do it again. My last luck point. Please be worth it. That's definitely worth it. That's natural 20.
Oh! Brilliant. Oh my god. Okay. So, you take a look at this thing, and for a moment you're only slightly disgusted because, Jesus, it's dirty.
It smells horrible.
It smells awful. What is happening? You look over at the puppet master again, and in that form that you know so well, and you just get angry again. You look at the thing, and you just, I imagine Al just taking a wrench and just like whoop, just whacking the side of it and turning a few knobs as he does, and the whole thing starts to shake and rattle like an old engine in a car, and although cars don't exist in this world, but and comes to life and begins to, you can see all the levers that are available. You have successfully turned that thing on.
Perfect. And it's going backwards, yes?
It is going, so I'll show you here. It's like moving this way, if that makes sense.
Oh,
like
that's not
into that
good.
pile. So it's making it
the
so
opposite.
that, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Gee, I'll just bury me some more.
Yeah, so more stuff
Yeah.
is starting to fall
Yeah.
onto Fenris, and yeah.
I was kind of hoping to get it to go the other way back out of here, but okay.
But it's just turned on. Well, it's been going this way since the beginning. You've now turned this
Yeah.
on, so there's controls that you have now.
Excellent. If I get
And
a chance
one
this
is moving,
round,
so
I'll try and make it go, back the other way.
back the other
If
way.
not, I'll do it my next turn.
Okay, I'd say with the the Starlight Step and then the chain messing with the mechanisms and the natural 20, I'd say that's you done on that turn.
I might look at I'll look at Revenant and be like, controls are operational. Flick this thing, we can get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready myself. I can't use the ready action, but just getting ready to grab Humphrey on the way up.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so this... I'm gonna just remove the Peacekeeper because I keep thinking it's still there. Okay, so that is your turn. At the end of your turn... Let's see here. None of them are close enough. So, yeah, he's just gonna take an attack at you, Caché. See, we're close. Oh, no. Jesus. I don't think that's gonna hit. Razor wire attack, a 14?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, goes wide, unable to strike you there. That's his legendary action done. It comes to Dixon. He's kind of looking at this thing going, what are we doing? And is gonna just take 2 shots at it. Yeah. 2 11s. Nope, do not hit. Actually, no, hang on. 2 of them are. So. Perfect, okay. Neither of them hit, unfortunately, but he is gonna basically try to swing around this thing. And Caché, you're the closest one to him, so you can just hear him as he kind of looks inside, and he's like, Dion! And you hear, Dixon! And that's what you hear. That's the end of his turn. Gizmo. I need another wisdom save, please.
Oh, that's better.
You're muted. You're also muted, Seb. All of you are muted.
Everyone's muted. That is better than last time. That is a... sorry, wisdom save you said?
Wisdom save, yep.
17.
Very good. Okay. You kind of come out of that stunned feel, and you kind of look around and, you know where you are. And you know what you're supposed to be doing. Peacekeeper is currently laying on top of Fenris. And as you glance behind you, you see the Puppet Master. And he seems to kind of look at you as well. And you watch as those scales begin to move around. You feel that strange ping at the back of your neck. And it's odd because you watch as the Puppet Master's figure changes, first from the Summer Queen to Dam to the Pale Prince to Mitas. It's like he can't quite form into what he can see of you and your past before he settles on a final form. And Gizmo, you stare into the elegant features of what appears to be a fae. Shock of green hair matching yours. Sickly paleness to him. This man glances at you, seeming to see through your suit straight into you. It's like staring at yourself. Kind of smiles at you. You don't remember him, do you? No. They took those memories away from you. Pity.
Oh, sure, I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
You can move normally on your turn.
I'm gonna kind of freaked out with this. I'm gonna turn and try and move the Peacekeeper off Fenris.
Yeah.
But as I'm going to do it, I kind of reach into some internal fey magic that I rarely use, and I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
This entire party is so big. Okay. All right. Hang on. I gotta make you big.
I can just imagine Dixon just being like, "You guys are fucking real."
Literally, what is
In the
happening?
last room, one of you turned into a stone, one of you turned into a shadow monster, and now you're all just giants.
This is our actual size.
Except Al.
Yeah.
Except
Complete.
now.
We haven't been able to use that in a while.
This
feel
is
like
why
this
Al's an
party-
alcoholic.
This is why this party's group name should just be Great Except Al.
Harsh.
Okay. Gizmo, make a strength check there. At advantage. I think.
Advantage also.
Yeah, definitely advantage.
I need it because it isn't actually all that good. Strength 13.
13. Okay. I'd say you managed to lift it up enough that Fenris, you kind of feel that you can take a breath again, and you can kind of move it to a point where it is no longer crushing Fenris.
Okay, I'm just gonna take my turn holding that in place to make sure it's easy for her to get out.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Alright,
kind of just
yep.
a bit spooked, so I'm just
So-
ignoring this and looking
Okay.
forward.
Caché, you are staring at a large version of what you remember Gizmo looking like. The only major difference that you can see, obviously, he's much bigger, but the ears are much longer.
Interesting.
Shock
No
of
wings?
green hair. You do see wings, but they're almost moth-like.
Interesting.
Okay, Gizmo, that is your turn. We come to the clockwork monstrosities. Okay, so he is going to rush up to take a. He's actually going to do his sickly excess. So I need a dexterity saving throw, Revenant.
Okay. These I am good at. Dex save 18.
18, very much save. You take half a 7, so what? 4 points. 3? Hang on. 3 points of acid damage.
Doesn't he take nothing because of evasion?
It's up if he wants to use it. That is his abilities if he wants.
I'll take 3 damage.
Okay. And oh, good. Burp, burp. He is going to use his slam attack. Right, it's well, Peacekeeper's on top. And yeah, he's gonna swing for Gizmo. Because technically Fenris is still on the ground, so he's just gonna kind of swing up underneath and try to get you, Gizmo. With his slam attack. Absolutely not. That's a 7.
Nope.
Goes wide, hits the Peacekeeper. Actually, there we go. He hits it so bad because he rolled low. That he actually pushes the Peacekeeper completely off. You actually it off, and now Fenris is free to move, and you are no longer holding something.
Nice.
So that is their go. Okay, Revenant.
I am going to start off with using insightful fighting.
Okay.
So I'm going to make my insight check.
Yep. Against.
Which, against the creature beside me.
perfect.
He has to make a deception check.
Oh, he actually rolled an 11.
Yeah, I rolled a 26.
Yeah, no.
Well, I rolled a 16 plus 10, so. Okay, so that gives me sneak attack.
Yep.
Against him. And I will attack him with my rapier,
Go right ahead.
which is a 19.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So give me
Don't forget your D4.
6 plus. Oh yes, my D4.
I can't believe this map right now.
I know, right?
Everybody's so big.
15.
15.
And then. And 12. So
Alright.
27 in total.
You stab straight into like the chest cavity of this creature, and it just goes limp next to you, and falls just kind of off your sword, down, and Yeah, Caché, you're just the one that's closest to the puppet master at the moment. You watch as another piece off.
Nice. Can we see the core yet?
You're starting to see it, yeah.
I don't think there's much else I can do. No, there's not much else I can do, so I will just. Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay, ending your turn there. It comes to the puppet master. Let's see here. Does he get his raid? He does not. That is fine. He is just going to... Yep. He is just going to take 3 attacks. So that hits Dixon. Does a 21 hit you, Caché?
I'm still rebarbing that.
Okay, so he rerolls. That is better. 19.
Yeah, that can also hit Dixon though.
What are you silvering? Okay, so 2. So that's... Okay, all right. So you're sending both attacks at Dixon. Both of those would hit him. So okay, and then the third one is going for. Let's see here. Within range. They'll do Gizmo because he saved. So. That is a 25, Gizmo?
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So, to Dixon. Oh, good, I rolled low. That is... and then... second attack. Okay, that's also not too bad. Oh, God. Okay, and then to Gizmo. 9 points of slashing damage to you, Gizmo. The razor is cut in.
God. Cool. I also got. I saved on the concentration check.
Perfect. And he is going to vanish. Caché? There is one individual here. I know there's a lot of parts here, so I just don't know if you saw him.
Yeah, I saw him. I can't see your man though, can I?
No. He has vanished.
In that case, I will pop up here for a better sight. Take a shot.
Take a shot.
12 plus 7.
Oh. Wait, Al went down. Sorry, I know this is a long time ago there. But you were no longer hasted.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'd still take the shot, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was 12 plus 7, 19.
To hit?
To hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, D10. So that was 7.
Hmm?
I think he's trying to say something, but he's muted.
No, sorry, yeah, when I forgot, when haste ends, don't you get stunned for a round?
Do I?
I think so.
You do, yeah, you get lethargic, I think, and it's
Oh, okay,
stun
then
for a
I'll stay
round.
here and do nothing then.
I'd say, yeah, sorry, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we'll use it. I know that was a round or two ago, but we'll use it now if that's all right with you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you'll stay there then.
It's correct in any way possible, yeah.
Sorry, I completely missed that.
No, it was the same for me. I missed it too. Okay, so Caché, we're ending it there. The Puppet Master's going to use a legendary action and pop over here and become visible again. And it is Fenris' turn. there is a dude right next to you. Just so you know. I know he's hard to see. You're muted.
I see him. So the peacekeeper's right off me now, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Can I see the puppet master from here?
I'd say you're all so big. Yeah, you can vaguely see him. He would have, I'd say, at least half cover behind
So
Revenant.
he's not 30 feet in the air anymore?
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. This is on the ground. I'll see if I can roll and take get a better sight of him and take an Eldritch Blast at him.
Go right ahead.
I take one beam at the guy in front of me and one beam at him. That's okay?
Okay. Yeah, of course. Just let me know which one is going first.
First to the guy who set it over, tangling with Gizmo.
Perfect.
So that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Great. So he takes 14 points of force damage.
Okay, perfect.
So he's still up.
Barely holding on, yeah.
That's great. Might as well take the second beam at him then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of force damage.
Yeah, you blast him straight into smithereens. He actually falls, goes all the way backward, and then slides on the ball bearings. He is gone. And another piece flings off. So, Fenris, you finish your turn. I believe you're still on the ground underneath the Peacekeeper that fell on top of you.
Yep.
And we come to Al's turn.
It's one hell of a weighted blanket.
Al, as you kind of are watching this happen, surrounded by your very large friends, you just see the puppet master appear behind Revenant and slowly turn his head towards you. It's just bad programming. Let me fix it. It's your turn now.
Oh, I don't trust your programming skills, I'll be honest. Considering the work you've done already. Ooh. I'm gonna... see, do I have any... I'm gonna use momentary stasis on him.
Okay.
Try and freeze him in place. So it's a DC 16 Constitution.
Give me 1 second. Sorry. Caché is not in the turn order. You are after the puppet master, Caché. So I'll put you at 20.
I
Sorry
can't
about
remember
that.
exactly
why.
what I was at.
Yeah, I think you were 20 or 21. I can't remember. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, you are in the initiative order. Okay, so you said there it was a... what roll?
Constitution 16.
Constitution 16. Okay. That is a 22.
Oh god damn. I don't have any rerolls left for that. Well, I will.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
That's an action.
Perfect.
That
Okay.
is
So
an
you
action.
kind of reach out to try to bend the time and space around the Peacekeeper. Or, sorry, not the Peacekeeper, the Puppet Master. There's too many P's.
Peacekeeper's gone.
The Puppet Master, and he seems to kind of pause for a moment, and then it kind of relax again, just kind of staring at you.
Ah, you're just messing with me now. We need to get him behind the mirror. I think that's how we lock him away. And I'll just bonus action kick the machine and try and get the conveyor belt working again. Just give it a boot.
Just give it a boot. Go on there.
Probably break my toe in the way, like.
Roll it.
Okay. It's a 5.
Okay, so you give it a right old boot, and it kind of it seems like it's trying to kind of start itself again, but might need something a bit more than just a boot.
Remind me, it's broken because the Peacekeeper landed on it.
Just a section of it is actually broken.
Okay.
The conveyor belt part of it, of one of the sides, is broken, but the machine itself is it's pretty sturdy, like kind of implanted into the stone below. Looks, believe last time when you did a quick look over it, looks like you almost need to like hotwire it. So you need to have a look at it, basically.
Okay. I will just cower behind the machine.
Okay.
Yep.
You do so.
That's that.
With a legendary action, we have the Peacekeeper. Not Peacekeeper. Why do I keep calling him the Peacekeeper? God, the Puppet Master. Will take a step closer to you, Al, and look between you and then over to Gizmo. Why can't you see my purpose? And he is going to attempt to do... That is... a 19. Does a 19 hit you, Gizmo?
I believe that is my armor class. It is indeed.
Okay. So you watch as the Puppet Master looks between you and Al, and then the kind of cabling that seems to just be gently almost attached to him seems to move a bit and then rush out towards you and starts to wrap around your body, kind of pinning your arms to your side. And you are currently considered restrained. There's no damage. But you are fully restrained.
Remind me as well too, what the symbol that I have on me, frozen, was that from something previous?
I think I put that on as concentration because you were concentrating on your...
Yes.
But for some reason, there's no like... You know, like on Roll20 where there's like a little clock that you could put on for like concentration? There's no... So I just chose the circular... the most circular one for myself to know that you were concentrating, so... So yeah, you are currently restrained at the moment. What seems to be like from almost like wiring and tubing and stuff from above as well. And you see his hands kind of come down, and you can see those very fine razor kind of wires moving with him. That is his go. And it comes to Dixon. Dixon, what do you have? Oh, I'm gonna do that. Who's closest? Caché. You watch as Dixon kind of looks around everybody, kind of goes, I hope this works. Duck! Pulls out a kind of like circular object, gives it a twist, and you watch it kind of flare up with blue arcane energy and hucks it towards the group here. So he's going to aim.
I can't hear you there.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Lost aimed. Gone.
Why are there so many technical problems in the middle of a fight? I do
It's all the
apologize.
stress.
Let
Just
me-
how it goes.
Yeah, 15 foot. Okay, so I need you, both of you, Al and Revenant, to make me dexterity saving throws, please. Same with the Puppet Master.
On time to get
Is a 15 plus 8 is 20, 23.
23, that saves. Yep.
And I have the evasion, so
Mhm.
if it's half damage for a success, I take nothing.
Yep, that is very
Awesome.
true. So you were good to go. The Puppet Master is going to choose. Al, what was your save?
5.
That's a 5. Okay,
Mm,
so Revenant, are you doing your thing?
I'm gonna throw myself in front of the ball and take the damage.
Okay, so
Aw.
you take the full
My
damage
hero.
then,
Yep.
Revenant, which is
Mhm.
12 points of lightning damage.
I can take that. I don't
Yeah.
think Al could have taken that though.
Oh, I might have survived.
I wasn't willing to take that risk, Al.
Oh.
Thanks, Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon goes, "Ah, shit!" from behind, because he tried to aim it so that it wouldn't hit you guys, but it bounced off kind of the wall and just didn't quite work.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to figure out his second problem of hitting it with lightning damage.
But as the shock goes off, and you watch as Revenant throws himself in front of Al, taking the electricity through him instead of going through Al, you all hear the Puppet Master scream in agony as the veins of what should be cabling turn almost black with blood and pulse through that Ethereum heart. And you watch as Dixon goes, "Oh shit, that worked!" Gizmo, is your turn.
I am restrained.
You are. So, you can attempt to escape. You can stay there. You can chat. What would you like to do?
Well, I got the thing that was weighing down the Peacekeeper off of Fenris anyway, so
You did indeed.
I'm going to use my action to try and get out of this. I think
Okay.
because I'm enlarged, I get advantage.
You
Advantage on strength
should.
checks.
It is a strength check, yes.
That will be a 19 to hit.
Okay. You kind of, in your enlarged form, you kind of try to change some of the. No, actually, I do have one question. You've cast enlarge on the suit, correct?
Mhm.
So is is Gizmo still teeny tiny in a really, really big suit now?
In my mind, he's channeling this to the suit, so yeah, he's like still the same size. It's just the cockpit is like moved around to conform to him.
Okay.
He's
So
still
like
tiny.
inside, it's kind of like around to him, so he's still able to kind of do. I don't know what's going on with the music tonight, but it has a mind of its own, and I'm really sorry.
Mhm.
Because
was gonna get the claw out just to
so
reach
you
the controls.
kind of change a few mechanisms and give yourself a little bit of a power boost, and you kind of push with all your might, and the razor kind of cabling starts to break apart and scatter around you, and you are able to not be restrained.
Okay. I'll just kind of turn to Fenris. I haven't been great in this fight. I think I'm going to be more use over there. You've got this. And I'm going to make my way over towards the mirror.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
You still staying big?
I will for now, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I have 35 feet. So I should go up here. And I'm gonna like just look a bit more closely at the mirror, thinking on that riddle, see if I can discern anything more about it than just perhaps if there's more to it than just getting in behind the mirror or whatever.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. investigation, that would be a 18.
18. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. The next time.
That is my turn.
That is your turn. All right. End of Gizmo's turn. We will do last legendary action. The Puppet Master will kind of pull himself up by the cables and like backflip all over everyone and then land right next to Dixon and Gizmo. And he will look to you, Gizmo. Why are you running? I longed for a companion to share in my work, Gizmo. One who might truly understand its purpose. Perhaps if I free you of your dead weight, I can make you see the truth. And that will be his turn. Revenant, it comes to you.
Reply or do I have to wait my turn?
Go on.
Okay, I'll just say, from where I'm standing, doesn't look like you understand anything at all. I had higher hopes for you. Looks like I'm disappointed.
Very good. Revenant, it comes to you.
Yeah. I am going to run up here. My full movement.
Okay.
I am going to use my Gara wire.
Your Garrett wire, all right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
I think that is just a straight attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Slice his head off.
Okay. And that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Lovely.
And these right by Dixon, so I'm going to put a sneak attack on top of that. Which is 15.
15. All right, very good.
And then I want to use my bonus action to use my you place dim light in here, yeah?
In here, actually, no. It is not dim light. You've got a huge blast of light coming from the furnace.
So I can't use my teleport action.
Ooh. I wouldn't say right where you are currently, because you're quite close to the big furnace, which is lighting up this whole big space. If you were kind of more over where Caché is, that'd be a little bit more of like dim light. But at the moment, you're within the light of the furnace. But you have him grappled. Or...
I'm grappled, so I'll just use my eye for detail to make an investigation check to see on the mirror if I can uncover anything.
So you run over, wrap it around his head, and then start looking over Gizmo to look at the mirror?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, make an investigation check. I think it's at advantage then with your insightful stuff.
Doesn't... No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, okay. Insight,
no,
or,
just
yeah.
use a bonus action, so 9.
A 9, okay. What languages do you speak? Or I should say, do you speak Sylvan?
No.
Okay, you unfortunately wouldn't understand the writing that's written on the mirror itself, but you do notice that what seems to be the reflection of the mirror is constantly kind of like moving and changing shape. And just like Al, you also see what appears to be some kind of humanoid shape in the mirror. Watching.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It comes to the Puppet Master. So you've got the Garrett wire around the neck?
Yep.
Cool. So you watch as he kind of gets pulled back a little bit with Revenant. And his eyes don't seem to change from his current target, though, which is Dixon. He is going to take... Oh, Jesus. Alright, those are all successful except for the last one. So... is... It's 15 total. Okay. Dixon's looking mighty hurt. You watch as these the kind of razor wires, one goes straight into Dixon's neck, one seems to kind of go to the back where his spine is, and the third one doesn't quite find purchase. But you watch as these razors sink into Dixon, and he takes the damage, and then I'd say Revenant and Gizmo because you're the closest, and Caché would see this as well. The Puppet Master immediately, like those exterior scales, seem to shift as he connects with Dixon and reforms, the metal fading away into dark void of endless shadow. You watch as Dixon's eyes widen as the construct takes a feminine form, similar to Caché with circular white eyes. You watch as Dixon's face contorts in pain and sadness. And the Puppet Master reaches a hand out towards him. Dear brother, why didn't you come with me? I would have taken you far from this place. And you watch Dixon go slack. Caché, it's your turn.
Well, upon seeing this, I am just going to pow pow pow
Okay.
straight at that bloody Ethereum core.
Ooh, very good. All right.
So that was an 18 for the first one.
That hits. Yep. You guys ripped open his core, so.
Sorry, 1 second. Where's my team? Okay. So that was 9 points. And what was the acid? Was that a D4?
It was a D6, I think it was.
D6.
Yeah.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay. 11. All right. Second hit. Or second attack.
Aw, it's a 19. Almost at 20.
So close.
And that is 6 plus 5 is 11. No. Yeah, 11.
11. Oof.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I'm
Very
going back undercover.
good. Okay.
Even though I'm way too big for the cover. But listen.
You are. You kneel down, but you can like still see clearly over the conveyor belt. You're currently staring at what appears to be another voidling at the moment.
That's why I shot.
Looking over at. So, okay. So this is going to.
Oh
be
no, you shot
interesting.
Revenant.
Caché, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
I think that's it.
So this is going to be interesting. Let me just check this ability really quick. Huh. Okay. So he is going to use, as a legendary action, his wire leap. But he is currently grappled against a very large Revenant. He has advantage on this, and you have advantage because you have a strength. So I need contested athletics checks, I think, to see if you can keep him where he is or if he's going to take you with him. All right? You can indeed. So it's a straight roll. So Revenant.
Revenant
Yeah,
has
you
advantage.
do indeed.
Also, you're muted, Ricky.
You're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was saying I do have a -1 to athletics, so I don't know if you want to hold on to that fate thing.
I mean, you get advantage and he gets just a regular roll.
Bardic Inspiration.
Use it all!
Well, I
get an
I
extra
rolled a
4.
19, so 18 plus 4 is 22.
It's 22. Okay. Let me just check here. So he rolled a 19 as well. Plus 2. So it's 21.
Yeah.
So by the skin
Very good.
of your beak, he goes to leap away from you, and you can feel the strength behind the wires that he is currently attached to, and you just hold on with all your might, and you kind of watch as his like body kind of contorts for a second as he gets stuck in place, and he is stuck. He cannot move forward.
Awesome.
Fenris?
Okay. I'm going to dig pretty deep here because I'm battered to hell and back. But I see them all grappled. I think his arm is out towards Dixon.
Currently, yes.
Okay. I guess to it. Don't even get to him, but I'm going to try and get as close as I can to him.
Okay.
Oops,
Yep.
that's a bit too much.
On top of him.
I
Fenris
can
just
get-
steps on him.
I can get to there. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try and reach out for his arm to grapple it, to grab it, and
for his arm? Okay.
to if I can. I don't know if it's going to be too much in one action, but if I can grab the arm, I want to put my foot under it and try and pull it off. Since I'm now big.
Okay. So you're trying to detach his arm, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay,
rip
so-
that arm off.
What I'll say is you can either grab it and hold it, or try to rip it off.
I'll try to rip it off.
Okay. All right. So that'll be, I guess, a strength check.
Okay. Do I get advantage just on strength checks because I'm big? Is that part of enlarge?
I do believe you do. Yeah, I believe strength
Yeah.
checks are at advantage.
Okay. I don't. Do I get the +4 or D4? I can't remember enlarge.
D4 is for damage.
That's
Okay,
just
so
damage. This is not.
straight.
This is a
Yep,
check
okay.
first to see if you can even do this.
Okay. Nice. So straight strength.
Yes.
22.
22. Oh. All right. Nope, that won't work either. Okay. So what I'll say is what happens due to the way these things are built. You need to be like a giant strength to be able to just pop it off. However,
Yeah.
that was a very strong roll. So what I'll say is you pop it out of its socket. And it is limp at the moment. But you're not. There's no way you're gonna be able to pull it straight off because it's just the way these things are built. That's why I was checking there to see.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
how it's
As long as
constructed.
I can disable it to get rid of those wires coming from it.
You seems to have dislocated something to do with one of the arms. However, those razors and wires are moving on their own. So just keep that in mind. But yes, the
Yeah,
arm is
okay.
one of the arms is currently disabled.
Right. I can't do anything else from bonus action because I'm out of nothing to the tank. So that's my turn.
Okay, so that is your turn. Whew. guys are definitely hitting hard. So I'm gonna save that. Al, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get the conveyor belt working to go back in the reverse direction.
In the reverse direction. Perfect.
Yeah, the reverse direction.
Lovely. Make me a. It's not Arcana. Investigation. Yeah.
Investigation. Where is it? Where are all my skills? Here we go. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Perfect. You have a look over this machine and realize, oh, it's actually quite simple. It just needs a little bit of rewiring. And you immediately kind of pull off one of the panels and start to like get to work and really get in there. Really, your arms are quite nimble and thin, so you're able to reach in and kind of tweak some of the stuff inside. And you kind of put one thing in place, and you kind of do the little spark, and you kind of hear the generator and start to take like basically come back to life. The lights on the panel start to light up again, and the conveyor belt begins to move. You do start to hear the wah 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 of the conveyor belt as it starts to move upward.
Upward,
as if it is going
perfect.
back up.
Excellent. And then if I could be, well, we've got a way out for us anyway. And then I'll try and pick Humphrey up and put him on the conveyor belt and
Okay.
send him back on his way up.
I'll say you successfully do that. You easily can kind of maneuver his little lifeless body at the moment, put it on the conveyor belt, and you
Just a
watch
hunk
as
of
it
metal,
starts.
but
Hunk,
got some valuable parts.
hunk of metal at the moment as it starts to move forward and start to be brought back up.
How dare you? A hunk of metal.
I'm not saying that out loud. I'm not saying that out loud.
I'm still disgusted.
Okay. Anything else, Al?
Can I like hide behind the scrap metal over here?
Yeah, I'd say you can. You can kind of find a spot, and as you kind of duck down, your foot slips a little bit as it's just dark liquid oil mixed with blood, everything just all over the ground here.
Ew.
Okay.
That's me.
So, I'm gonna use legendary action to attempt to escape. Now, is there anything written on the Garrett wire there for escaping? DC or anything? Revenant?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So usually with any kind of grapple, it'll be...
It says that the
Again.
target cannot breathe. And allies have advantage on attacks. I probably should have been saying that.
He's a construct, he doesn't breathe anyway. Okay, so I'll do it as a strength. What is your strength?
8.
8?
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
DC
no.
would be...
But you get advantage, which usually adds a 5 onto passive.
I'll say it's 14. So he's going to attempt to use his legendary action here to escape. Okay, that's a natural 16 plus 2. Okay, so I'd say he kind of maneuvers his hands up and just breaks away. So your Garrett wire unfortunately breaks. Don't worry, you'll get another one. But he's able to snap it, and that is his legendary action. And he'll turn to kind of all of you. I thought you would understand. And that is his go. Dixon needs to roll me a wisdom save, which he fails. Dixon looks quite overcome with the situation. Looks between the voidling version of the puppet master to Caché and back again, and he's just kind of almost stunned. He unfortunately cannot do anything on this round. Nope, so he can't do that. So it comes to Gizmo.
Okay, yeah, hearing him say this, I'm gonna look away from the mirror and I'm gonna approach him as close as I can and say, "You're wrong. Unifying isn't the answer. It's our differences that make us thrive. That's why you won't win today. I thought better of you. I'm disappointed." And I'm just gonna, like, kind of stand ready to grapple him if he breaks out of the grapple with Revenant.
Okay. He's currently broken out of the grapple. He's no longer...
Right. Well, in that case, yeah, no, I'll grapple him then.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Go ahead.
It's a 16 or 17.
17 to grapple.
17.
That hits. Yep. You successfully grapple him. He's grappled once more.
I imagine I'm grappling as I say this, rather than like...
Yeah, like, oh! And you're so massive.
I'm just kind of holding him in place and, like, yeah, just holding him.
You can hold him in place. Perfect. So he kind of just... There's no facial features, even more so now, because it is just a dark, endless void. But you watch as, for his legendary action, the will change once more into back to what you recognize him as the Envoy. I'll make you see. I thought better of you too. He will use... Oh. That's a nice roll. Does a 25 hit you?
Surprisingly, no. Yeah, no, it's...
So this is an interesting thing, because what's attacking you currently is not attack... So... This actually might work just exactly to what I want.
Oh, no.
The worst thing a DM could ever say.
Oh, exactly what I wanted to happen. Oh,
this is great. It's working out perfectly. Yeah. So he razor holds you while you're holding him. So
they love each other.
You grapple onto him and hold him close, and you just feel all of that snaking around you once more, wrapping the razors kind of cutting into the metal, and it seems to almost be cutting into him as well. He has wrapped you all, both of you, extremely tightly and closely together. Two metal beings and constructs just kind of slammed into each other at this point. And you kind of feel him grab onto your own arms with you and hold you close. That's kind of the feeling that you're getting. So that is his legendary action. Revenant.
Well, having got my Garrote broke and now seeing the Puppet Master and Gizmo being all entangled in a loving embrace, I'm going to look over at the mirror again.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Roll. Nope, I won't even have you roll for it because it's pretty easy. You're very, very close. You look over at the mirror, and that figure seems to come more forward, almost playfully, with Gizmo facing the Puppet Master. And the Puppet Master kind of sees between and looks. You watch as there's no facial features of this clockforge, but there's an a movement to look into the mirror. And the individual that you see taking shape, you see a elegant elven kind of shape to the face. But then there's ears. And then you see this kind of golden tanned skin come forward, bright gold eyes, and a flurry of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tails.
Okay.
This individual looks through the mirror, gives you a little wink, and begins to vanish.
Okay, I'm gonna glance back at the puppet master and Gizmo. I'm going to raise my pistol, and I'm gonna shoot the mirror.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Jesus, what the hell is an AC of a mirror? Roll to hit. I mean,
I think there's something in the DM screen.
17.
17 hits. I'd say so. It's an inanimate object.
Stationary, obviously, using 5, I think.
So the stationary object is 5. All right, we'll go with that.
2 HP for a mirror.
Probably.
Do you want me to roll damage on it? Because
Yeah, go on. Let's see.
It's just going to bounce back and hit you
right,
anyway.
So 8, 9, 10, 13.
13 damage. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'd say that bullet hits straight where like the forehead was of this individual, and you watch as it kind of out, and all you hear, Gizmo in particular, just hear a horrific roar of anger and fury coming from the puppet master as the mirror shatters. Anything else you'd like to do, Revenant?
I'll wink at the puppet master.
With a mask on?
Nice.
You can see my eyes. You can see my eyes through the mask.
You what?
I said you can see my eyes through the mask.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Or kind of. And
Perfect.
yeah, that's the end of my turn.
As the mirror just goes shattered. Great, cool, thanks.
Have fun editing this one, Amber.
Oh yeah,
God.
that's gonna be difficult.
Don't even get me started. Okay, so Revenant, you shoot the mirror, it shatters. You hear the scream of the puppet master writhing against Gizmo at the moment, trying to look over at the mirror. You give him a little wink. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll just end my turn there.
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm so glad it's the puppet master's turn. Oh, he's really mad.
Staring
Okay.
into his eyes
You gonna stare at him?
through my monitors.
Okay. Let me just see here. So you're razor hold. You're grappling him. He's grappling you. It is just a mess. So what I'm going to do, Gizmo, can you roll me a d20?
Just a d20.
Yep.
13.
13. Okay. Let's see here. Where are you located? You are... Okay. Gizmo, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw, please.
Advantage goes enlarged.
You are.
Strength saving throw. That is an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to use actually just out of hope of it. I'm going to use my oh no wait. Oh no, yes, my turn again. So I have my reaction. I'm going to use my last flash of genius to give myself a +5. So that'd be a 13.
13 total. Okay.
Just in case.
So when watching all of this happening, Puppet Master, enraged, very, very close to you. He just looks straight into your monitors, Gizmo. I'll make you see. And you watch as tubing and more wires pull on you, Gizmo. Pull taunt against him as well. And both of you go flying 90 feet up into the air and disappear from sight. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Fuck's sake.
Hey.
Little cliffhanger. So, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.